Well, I've had a piece of chicken. I've had a little drink. I've looked at all the girls, given one or two a wink. I'm sitting in my seat, radio to my ear, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the crowd's opening cheer. I've been waiting since last Saturday, see another one beat. Friends, it's time once again to let the big dog eat. It's time to let the big dog eat. It's time to hear the bulldog beat. It's time. 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 The leaves are red and black. It's time. It's time to bring the bulldogs back. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. I love to go back to Athens town. I love to jump up when they hunker down. I love to see the red coat spell the name. I love to talk about that bulldog thing. It's time to get the bulldog grin with 75,000 of your closest friends. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. To feel the bulldog heat. It's time to let the big dog eat. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to get the bulldog grin with 75,000 of your closest friends. It's time. It's time. It's time. Is it time? It's time. It's time. Standing up, cheering September till the 1st of June. Thinking about the victories, humming those Georgia tunes. Well, everybody knows that the bulldogs come to fight. Yeah, but you never seen a thing till you see those bulldogs bite. Hunker down, Harry Dog. Hunker down, Harry Dog. Hunker down for a fight. Hunker down for a fight. When you meet the Georgia Bulldogs, you're gonna feel the bulldog bite. Well, they fight in Athens town and they fight away from home. Don't matter where they are, 'cause winning is the sweetest bone. When the red and black appear, you know those dogs are right. 'Cause before it's all over, you're gonna see the bulldogs bite. Hunker down, Harry Dog. Hunker down, Harry Dog. Hunker down for a fight. Hunker down for a fight. When you meet the Georgia Bulldogs, you're gonna feel a bulldog bite. Ever seen a bulldog ready for his meat? Well, to try to hold it back is a near impossible feat. It'll do your spirit good when you see that bulldog bite. But jump to your feet when you see those bulldogs bite. Hunker down, Harry Dog. Hunker down, Harry Dog. Hunker down for a fight.
Are we live? Are we
We're
live?
live, baby.
Can y'all hear us out there? If you can hear us, please let us know.
Give us a go, dogs. Give us a go, dogs.
We are live from Fernandina Beach. Adam, I think I said
Yes,
that right.
sir. That is right.
Amelia Island, Florida. We actually have the beach right behind us, and you'll probably see some cars. You may hear some rowdy Georgia fans tonight,
That's
Adam.
exactly right. And that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. We're right in the middle of the heart of it. A lot of red and black here at Clark. A lot of excitement here on the island and up at St. Simon's and Jackal Island and everywhere around this area. A lot of red and black. Everybody's ready to roll, Clark, because this is the one we wait for. Every year, and we talked about it on the podcast, we wait for this game, Georgia, Florida. I can't wait. I can't wait. And this year's just a little bit more special than it has been in years past. I mean, it always is special, but this year is huge because, Clark, you win this game tomorrow, and then you're setting up on a fast track where you think you really feel confident, you really feel good that Georgia can run the table during the regular season for the first time since the early 80s that we talked about.
Yeah.
So, man, it's exciting. I cannot wait to hear from the people out there, all the good Georgia Bulldog football fans, the best fan base in college football.
That's right,
We
baby.
can't wait to hear from y'all tonight. We want to hear y'all get fired up. Call in, bark, and get rowdy, and let us know what you think. But Clark, all right, so it's the night before Georgia, Florida.
Yeah.
The night before. Everybody's talking about right now is who's going to play quarterback tomorrow? Who do you think is going to start at quarterback tomorrow?
Adam, I feel like we're going to get this question a lot. My gut feeling actually says, I know I said differently in a podcast, I do think JT's going to get the start, but don't be surprised if we see two quarterbacks on both teams play tomorrow. I don't think that's too far out of the
It's
reality.
not, Clark. And when's the last time that you've seen a game where that you could easily see rotating between both teams have two quarterbacks rotating?
I haven't seen many games like that. Yeah,
both of them, and they're two different situations. The fan base here, I feel like, is fine with either one of our guys.
Sure,
but that fan base is completely one-sided towards having Anthony Richardson playing quarterback for Florida tomorrow. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of question marks for Georgia. I mean, a lot of excitement to see what we will be seeing in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field tomorrow. So. We're excited about it.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to go, man. I'm excited. Chase, I'm glad you're excited, brother. Everybody needs to be excited about this because this is a special year we're living in watching Georgia football. Sure. And if you followed it your whole life, you need to enjoy it and need to just enjoy every single second of it and get fired up too, Clark.
Sure, yeah. Before we open up the lines, let's lay down a couple of ground rules. If you've never joined us before, welcome. We're glad you're here. Welcome to the Row 60 family. That's just kind of a term we're starting to coin now, Adam.
Row 60 family.
Because it truly is a family.
It is a family.
Man, I tell you, we've met so many people just based on this podcast, and we've struck up conversations. Adam, we were actually at a cigar shop today.
We were,
smoking a stogie, and ran into a couple of guys there, talking some ball with them. Just good times. It's great. Mom's, she's brought the stogies out.
We got them, give them to her right
we may light these up. I don't know.
We might.
Yeah.
This is for tomorrow night after a Georgia win, too.
Yes.
Jacksonville's a cigar game, so we got to have them on hand.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs to have one on hand, whether you're down here in South Georgia or in North Florida right now getting ready for the game, or if you're back home, get ready to have a stogie ready because tomorrow night will be a big win. We'll have to light one up. Then,
absolutely. So. Well, once again, before we open up the lines, we do want to say, once again, thank you. But when you do call in, please call in at a time where we don't have somebody on the line. That would be super beneficial.
That's right.
We don't have quite the budget or the technology required to take in a bunch of phone calls and screen people out. So keep it relevant and keep it clean. That's all we ask. And listen, if you want to call and talk about daggone Michigan football, we'll talk. Okay,
we'll talk about whatever. Be rowdy, be excited, be rowdy. We accept that. So here we go.
All right, we're getting our first caller.
Go!
We got Mr. Actually, I'll let him introduce himself. Welcome to Row 60. Who do we got? Can you hear us? Uh-oh. Hold up just a second. We got you.
Is this Row 60?
This is Row 60.
Hello.
I recognize this voice.
This is Earl from Bainbridge.
That Bainbridge.
How y'all doing, boys?
We're doing good.
Somebody gave me y'all's number.
I love it. I love it.
Listen, here's what I want y'all to know. Here's what I want y'all to know. Hold on. Let me close. I'm trying to get the shop closed up and get inside and watch the Braves.
There you go.
Tonight. But let me tell you boys something right now.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I know people. All right, I'm down here in Bainbridge. I got a shop.
All right.
I got a body shop down here. I know the smart.
That's right. All right.
I've known them for a long time. I ain't missed a Bearcat football game in 31 years.
I love it. I love it.
I've been sponsoring a banner up there, all right, and it's still, I know Kirby and his family so well that I still say on my banner, you know, I'm doing it the smart way.
Do it in the smart way. That's what we like to hear.
So I'm just saying I know people. All
Right. Well, Earl, you
here's
sound
what
like
I
you're a
want y'all
big
to know.
deal.
There ain't but one thing that the smart take worse than a South Georgia gnat, and that's a damn swap. That's the Gators.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right.
That's the Gators. And you can, let me tell you right now, boys, you can book it now. Okay, book it. Kirby is going to take them boys down there, and he is going to whip that ass.
Yes, sir, Earl. Bring it. Let them know. Let them know.
Lock of the century. All right, we talked about it up at Hardy's this morning.
Good.
Right? And Kirby ain't gonna take no credit. So,
oh yeah.
But I had a buddy up further north in that country tell me about y'all.
Yes.
And he sent me a number, and so he told me I had to have a question. And so I'm going to have a question. I'm going to hang up and let y'all answer. But I got two questions. One, where would y'all suggest us good old South Georgia folks getting tickets to ball games? I hadn't been to a game since 2008. I went out to LSU. I got a cousin in Houma, Louisiana out there. Y'all remember No Show?
Oh, yeah, we remember No Show.
Nuts out there, no way.
Right.
That's the last game I went to. And Mama's wanting to do some Christmas shopping in Atlanta. And I was thinking I could go watch us play the Nerds up there. I just don't know where to get tickets.
Hey,
I need y'all to tell me about that.
Earl,
and the other thing,
yes.
I'm going to hang up and listen. One more question I got is which one of y'all's Adam?
That's me.
Is that which one?
Okay. That's the
whatever
redhead.
You drinking, son?
Yes.
Whatever you drinking, son, I want what that is. So can you tell me what it is you have before y'all do your show? Because I want some of that.
That's right.
Hang up and listen.
That's right, Earl. Earl, I got one question for you, Earl. Since you are in South Georgia,
okay,
I got family in South Georgia. How are all the peanut farmers down there? Have they done got the peanuts up? Are the peanuts up down there?
Oh no, it ain't. They ain't all up. It's been tough on them peanut farmers this year. I'm telling you, it's been tough. But let me tell you something. We got a rain all over South Georgia yesterday. Right. And so they all going to be rooting on the dog.
There we go. I love it. I love it, Earl. I love it. Hey, I tell you, as far as...
Ain't nothing else to do.
That's right. That's right. Hey, I love it. Hey, Earl, I'll tell you this much. As far as getting tickets, what you need to do, don't worry about StubHub. Don't worry about Ticketmaster. None of that. Go to the game. Get you a $50 bill.
Is that something on the internet?
That's something on the internet. That's right. You'll hear about it. Get you a $50 bill. Go up to the usher and shake the usher's hand, and he'll let you through the gate. Yep. More times than not. The old $50 handshake. I've seen it done many a time.
Well, what I really want to do, I'm going to take Mama and drop her off at Lenox Square with a bulletproof vest so she can do some Christmas shopping.
Man. That's right.
I'm going to come right down the way and get me a hot dog at the varsity.
There you
and
go.
Come over there because I ain't never been there before.
There you
but
go.
I sure would like to beat the...
That's right.
Beat them.
That's right.
I'm trying to... I gotta watch what I'm saying here.
Hey, we love the passion, Earl. We love the passion. We love the passion.
Well, I ain't got no passion. I just got a body shop down here. We do it the smart way.
There you
got
go.
The passion. So
there you go.
I want to know what you drink before you do your show.
A little coffee.
That's what I want.
Black coffee.
Right here.
Straight black coffee.
We actually got one right here.
That is right. Thank you. Right here.
Thank you, Caitlin, come here. Caitlin, come here. Wave to Earl.
Wave to Earl.
Say hey to Earl.
Wave to Earl.
Caffeine and high on the dog.
That's right.
I guess that's what it is.
High on the dogs, Earl.
I gotta go get in here so I can get my chop on.
That's right.
I gotta get my chop on tonight. But
I
let me
heard
just
that.
tell you, lock of the century, all the way from Bearcat Country down here in Bainbridge.
Yes.
Kirby is gonna beat that.
Go ahead. Give it to us, Earl. Give it to us, Earl.
There you go.
Go dogs.
Oh, Earl. I tell you, Adam, I know that. Listen, and I know you said the $50 handshake, but now as far as tickets go, listen, you can go on Georgia Tech's website and buy season tickets for the Georgia game, and it's still cheaper than what you pay in Sanford.
Up there. That's exactly right. So. We love hearing a good start off to the night, Earl.
Man.
We love our fans all across the great state of Georgia and outside the state of Georgia, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Open line. Open line.
Yes, open line.
All right, so let's, but while we're waiting for a call.
There we go.
We got a call.
Good. Let's see here. Welcome to Row 60. Who do we got?
We got Rich Beck from
Rich! Our favorite New York man right here, Rich Beck. We love hearing from you, brother.
Right.
Rich, tell us what you doing tonight, my man.
I missed it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I'm sitting down here with my notebook here. I wrote down some questions in school today because,
There we go.
it was
Hey,
Halloween party day.
Preparation. I love it, Rich. I
Hey,
love it.
Right quick, shout out to you, Rich, for being a teacher and educating the future of America. We appreciate you and all teachers.
We
listening,
tip
so.
our hat to that. That's right. That's right.
But go
That's
ahead
right.
with your
Go
questions.
ahead, Rich.
It's a blast.
Good
All right,
deal,
so we
brother.
got some questions here.
All right.
So I'm gonna go with this one first because as a fan, right, knowing that we have no control over the game or
Right.
what the players really do,
Good point.
are we nervous about Florida?
Yes, Rich.
I'm not feeling nervous
Right.
because we went up against a couple scrambling quarterbacks already,
Right.
and they ain't did nothing for us.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Right.
ain't done nothing. So why are we nervous?
You're right, Rich. I think the answer to that, when you look at this year, and you're right, this year is all that matters. The teams that are on the field tomorrow, Clark, are all that matters, and you're exactly right, Rich. I think what gets us as fans nervous, and players really don't care about it, because players really don't know the history. I'll be honest, some of them do, but a majority of them, Clark,
Yeah.
I say, do not know the history of this series, of what happened down here in the 2000s or 90s, like fans do. So I think fans are just paranoid from past experiences down there. I know I am. I'm scarred from them. But you're right, Rich. We shouldn't be. From a talent standpoint, I mean, we should be that this team, if they play their A-plus game, there's no way they're losing tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Right. So
That's
I
right.
think the nerves, or for me especially, the nerves are when you get down here, you remember all the years past where you've been just scarred down here. I think that kind of kicks in. You get a little paranoia. You know what I mean?
And
I hear you.
my dad actually
As
just
a Bills fan, I definitely get that.
yeah, you
right. That's
thrilled
right.
it.
There you go. That's right, Rich.
Yeah.
That's right.
And my dad made a good point. You know, he said, "I'm nervous about not being nervous," and
Yeah.
I think that's a good point. You know, and a lot of teams, I think if this is a Coach Rick football team, I would be petrified going in number one
Yeah.
into this game, and you know. I just think sometimes these old Georgia teams play down or play up to
Right.
another team's standard, and sometimes it gets you beat. And we saw that quite a few times in
think-
Rick's tenure.
Yeah.
I feel like Coach Kirby though, he's got him serious business going
Yes,
on right
yes.
now.
You're
It is-
right, Rich.
Every single game is serious business. I think last year there was a couple games that when those dogs lost that they might have been like looking ahead.
Right.
But this year there is no looking ahead.
Yeah.
Suit and tie all day.
Yes, sir, Rich. You make a good point. I'm telling you, this group's different. The chemistry of this team's different. The maturity of this team's different. And I think that's something that people have kind of wondered is you see it on social media. In today's world, everybody's got the social media that they look and and you know, they're buying into the hype, the ESPN, all these networks are talking about how this Georgia defense is the best college football scene since maybe some of them Miami defenses in the early 2000s, or you know, I mean, they're saying like they're the college version of '85 Bears, all this rat poison as Nick Saban would call it. But from what I hear, this team is dialed in. This team's focused. Tomorrow, they know Florida's a good opponent. They respect them, and they're just taking it a game at a time and not just building into the hype. And then you know, humility is a day away or a game away. You know, so I think they know that, and I think they're dialed in and focused. And I've never seen a Georgia football team that's so mature and so focused, I'd say.
Yeah.
Clark. Would you say?
Yeah, that's a good
So-
point. And it goes back to Kirby Smart and the way that he's built this culture. And you know, you hear that football word a lot, culture.
Right.
But Kirby Smart, from the ground up, and I saw it in 2016. He went in there and he revamped this whole program and really changed every single person, not just the players, but the
Right.
coaches, the staff, everybody's mindset about how you should approach a football game. So
That's right.
That's why I'm not nervous. And I mean, you know, maybe I should be. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about it tomorrow.
Us being nervous has no control over the game.
That's
Us
right.
being nervous has no control over the game.
Right.
You're right. You're
Right.
right. No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be wired up, and if them Gators score, it's a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little nervous, but I know those dogs are on top.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Next question here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rich.
I want to know is the Heisman talk for Jordan Davis real? Or is this people, ESPN, just trying to get the hype wagon going?
It's real.
What do you think?
It is 100% real. I think there's a lot of people out there who will have his name on the ballot come December.
Really?
I think so.
Rich, as much as I think Jordan Davis deserves it, and I'll be honest, I think we should even. I know you're gonna think I'm crazy with saying this. I mean, he's got guys in the defense line right by him who deserve it just as much as he does as well. Devontae White and guys like that. I think in today's day, and I don't think it's right. But I think we've got to the point where I know Charles Woodson from Michigan won it in '97 because of his ability to. I think because they did put him on offense a little bit and his ability to return kicks and score touchdowns that way, being able to touch the ball. The last defensive player was in '97. I think it's too political of an award today that goes to a quarterback, every now and then a wide receiver, and then a running back. And but you're right, Rich. I mean, honestly, there's no clear front runner right now. So if there was a year, I'll agree with you. If there was a year for it to happen, this would be the year. This would be the year.
That was my point. Was like this year, they're talking about a quarterback who's played like he missed 1 or 2 games,
right?
Being a front runner, and then they got the boy from Ole Miss.
Yep.
But like, I think it's the year. Who says we can't get Jordan Davis in on offense?
Hey,
that's right.
There we go.
Put that boy at fullback.
There
They had him out there once. I thought they did.
Yeah.
They done had him out there once on offense. All right, last question.
Yes, sir.
Opinion. Who do you want, JT or the mailman?
Oh, man.
I want to know what you want. Not who's the best. Not who do you want out there?
For me,
who do you trust the most out there?
Who would I trust the most at this point? And opinions. This is truly just an opinion, but I think Stetson's our guy.
Opinion question.
I think Stetson's the guy. No, that's just me. And it's hard to do that to JT. Yeah. I mean, because he would. I'm assuming he's going to be healthy tomorrow to play. Right. So, and he's really worked his tail off to get to that point. So. Yep.
I agree with that, and I tell you one thing that I think with and this is a tough question because I want Stetson because of being a Georgia boy, because he grew up loving the university. He was a fan like us first, but JT's a great teammate and a guy. I think Stetson is somebody who is going to protect the football and not turn over the ball as much as JT would. But, Rich, I'll say this. I think there's a higher ceiling for the offense with JT in the game, and I think going forward the rest of the regular season with Stetson Bennett in the game, we will be fine. But I do believe that in the playoffs, when you might get into, and I know you would think, I don't know, with our defense, surely not. I think there's going to be some people possibly down the road in the postseason, Clark, that will put points. I mean, not a large amount, but we'll put points on the board against Georgia, and there might have to be a little bit, not a full Big 12 shootout, but a little bit of a shootout. Yeah. And that's where the ceiling might be higher of more explosive plays with JT. But all said, I'll be honest, I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like rolling with both of them. I like both of them's mindset. I like how the teammates and leadership out of both of them. But when it's all said and done, I'll be honest with you, I guess I'll just say it straightforward. I wish it could be Stetson because I like him as a Georgia boy, but I'll say this, if I have to say one, JT Daniels.
Yeah.
I guess I know you're in the different
we'll see. Yeah. And
but I do. Yeah. I want JT.
Well, Rich, give us your score prediction for tomorrow.
Ooh, score prediction. That's tough. I'm going Georgia over 30.
Okay.
Florida, they're gonna get 14. They're gonna get one of those quarterbacks they're gonna get one a big run. If there's any it's not a regular play. You know what I mean? That's of course I'm on the dogs.
Right.
It's gonna be a blow up play where a quarterback scrambles.
Right.
Or it's gonna be some crazy touchdown throwback type stuff going on. So that's where I'm at. If it happens, that's how it goes.
Well, hey, as long as we win this football game, I really don't care what the score is. So
that's right.
I think everybody agrees with that.
As long as that bell rings at the end, I'm happy.
There you go. Yes, sir.
There we go, Rich. I love it, brother.
Rich, listen, right quick. We're going to move on in just a second, but listen, you need to come down to Athens, Georgia, and when you do, we're going to have we'll have a ticket for you, Rich, because you were here from the beginning.
We'll have you a good time in Athens.
I'm looking at.
Good.
I'm looking at next year's world's largest cocktail party. I'm trying to get
Nice.
that. That's what I want.
Rich.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I
That'll
want.
be good.
It's,
That'll be good.
It is an experience like any other show.
That's right. And we love having some listeners from Buffalo, New York, some good dog fans up there, people repping the red and black and the Power G. And I love it, man.
That's it.
I love it.
The people out here know now, man.
There
They
you
know.
go.
Good,
Like,
good.
oh,
It's a
God,
movement.
like
Rich.
them
It's a
dogs
movement.
now.
Yeah, go
That's
out
right,
there,
that's right.
fellowship to them, witness to them, get them on board. Let's go. I love
That's
it.
right. All right. Go dogs.
Go dogs,
Dogs,
Good
Rich.
night, boys.
Woo,
I'll be
woo.
listening.
Yes, sir.
Good deal.
Appreciate it, brother.
See you,
God
man.
bless you. Love old Rich Beck, man.
Buffalo, New York.
That's some diehard stuff. I mean, you know,
Absolutely.
he can't go to the grocery store and run into a boy wearing a Georgia hat and
Say
talk
go
about
dogs.
the quarterback
Right.
situation.
Yeah. So
You know, so I mean, him up there just holding strong with the dogs. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
absolutely.
I love that. Clark, I mean, it is such. I've never had such an opinion, like a conflicted opinion going back and forth on a quarterback
Mm-hmm.
controversy. I was in one camp and another with the Fromm and these.
Yeah.
I was in another camp with Fromm and Fields. When even back when with
Shockley
and
Green.
Green, all those guys, and then even for Grayson Lambert and those guys. I mean, but this one's just different. Man.
Yeah.
I can't explain how it's just different.
Well, I mean, all right, we're getting another call. Oh boy, this ought to be very good right here. All right, welcome to Row 60. Who do we have?
This is good old Baylor Terrell. How y'all
Baylor!
Baylor Terrell.
There it is. Let's go, boys.
Yes, sir.
How about them dogs, Baylor?
Dogs, baby. No. Baylor, what you
Wait,
up to?
Baylor, hold up. Come here, McKay. Come here. We got a special guest from the Baylor.
Yeah, let's go.
Look, McKay.
There he is.
People,
He's here.
McKay is my college roommate, for those who don't know, or was my college roommate, I should say. And Baylor, you were also my college roommate. So
There you go.
Good little
There
reunion.
you go. A little trio right here. Then
That's right.
that's good.
That's right.
That's
hey,
good.
I just want McKay to know on Row 60 Live Facebook, there literally is no better game to leave after a win than leaving Jacksonville.
Yes.
Especially 8-0 with the Franklin County Georgia boys.
I appreciate that, but
Yes.
there's nothing like it, brother. I mean, when you leave that stadium and you're going through the concourse and everything, and it's just constant Georgia Bulldog chants, barking. I mean, you just feel like you're floating out of the thing on a cloud, you know?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, that's right. I was about to say my first Georgia Florida game. Sorry, game.
That's
Sorry.
right,
Yeah,
Georgia,
I-
Florida. It is
Georgia,
Georgia,
Whoa.
Florida.
I put some respect on it. My first Georgia Florida game was 2012, so
Yep.
the Malcolm catch.
Yeah.
And then I think my second one was my freshman year. That
Yep.
was 2014, and then 2015 we lost. 2016 we lost,
Yep.
and then finally I think my second win was with you guys in 2017.
That's right.
And then obviously again in 2018. So y'all finally got me back up above the winning.
There you go. There you go.
yeah,
That 2017 game. Wouldn't you like to see that again tomorrow? Like a 42-7.
Honestly,
just
I
whooping.
don't want to jinx this, but that's honestly kind of I listen to what y'all are saying, but that's kind of how I feel going into the
Oh,
tomorrow.
Yep.
Honestly.
Really? So you
Yeah,
think
I
we're
had
just
the- I
going
had
to
the
boat
same-
race them?
I had the same feeling about this one that I did in 2017.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I said earlier, and I think we're going to see it, Baylor. I really do. I think it's going to be one of those kind of games where we come in and smack them, just smack them,
Hit them in the mouth early.
Yep.
Pop them in the mouth early and just break their wheel. Break their wheel early, Baylor. And, just put your foot on their throat and let's roll.
Yep.
Let's roll.
I mean, I feel like we talked about it all year, but Adam, you say it all the time. This team, there's just something different about them, and
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it,
Yep.
but there is. And I have all these people asking me, they're like, me being out here in Memphis, and there's Tennessee fans, there's Florida fans, there's Bama fans, there's all these different kind of fans. And they're all like, how do you feel? And I'm like, well, I have trust issues just from my life experience of being a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, that's right.
Me too.
That's right.
And I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, until they give me a reason not to just believe in them, and every time they step on the field, I mean, guys, it's the most complete team I think we've seen in my 26 years.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is, and you're right, Baylor. I mean, it's everybody you talk to, everybody who's followed Georgia football for a while. Everybody you talk to has the same feeling about them.
Yeah.
and it's hard not to. And it's not only from the talent point, Clark. It's not only the talent, Baylor. It's the leadership, man. And in that 2017 national championship run to get to the title game, it was leadership. And I feel like since that year we haven't really had that until now. And you see it all across the board there, and just the maturity and the mental focus to add to the talent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the recipe for winning.
Think about
college
this.
Football championship.
Think about this. 17 team. All right. Think about the seniors this year. 17. They went.
That came back.
Yeah, you're right. Well, no, I'm saying this year. Our seniors this year. And 17. Some of them were still playing then. 17, we went on, obviously won the Rose Bowl, went to the national championship, won the SEC championship, all in that same year.
Yeah.
18, you go play for a SEC championship. You obviously win the East again. You go to Atlanta. 19, same thing. You get a New Year's Six Bowl. Same thing. What I'm saying is we have so much experience. These seniors that are here have just that much experience. They've been there. They have been in the big games. And to be quite honest with you, and Baylor, I'm going to ask you this. I just don't see any game this regular season we're going to struggle with. And, I mean, obviously tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow in Tennessee. Baylor, how do you feel, though, about Tennessee? I know you absolutely despise the University of Tennessee Volunteers. Let me ask you, how do you feel about that game? Because that could be a potential trap game, but some people like Adam, I know you feel differently about this, don't necessarily – they're not bothered by it. But I kind of am. What do you think?
I mean, I don't want to look forward, but since you're asking about it, no, for me, man, I feel like games. I've always told you this, especially rooming together in college and stuff. It does not matter how good we are. That game always makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, you're right on that. By the way, down in the comments.
We got plenty of time to talk about Tennessee. But my thing is, golly,
I'm calling in on the Tennessee one. Don't worry about that.
The talent gap there. And, I mean, Heupel's done a phenomenal job with them, no doubt. But the talent gap. The talent gap with that depleted roster versus this, I mean, they might have some energy in the one quarter, but the other 3 quarters, depth just kicks in, and it's just going to be, it's going to get ugly. I'm just going to look at it. So.
Well,
and I think just in general with Tennessee, and that's been their problem all these years. One of my best friends is a massive Tennessee fan, and one of the reasons for my hatred for him. But that's one of the things I told all of them. I was like, they have all these different coaches that come in, and they're always talking about 11 on 11, we can play with anybody. I'm like, yeah. I was like, but like you just said, Adam, the depth is such, and that's where it goes back into recruiting with just what Kirby's done. Having depth, it's not necessarily, okay, we got a great bunch of 5 stars to the 11, but then after that, we're getting 3 stars.
Right.
So you have depth on depth on depth. Like, I feel like this is the biggest difference between the Coach Rick era and now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say this sounding like, whatever, but back then, man, if somebody went down, I'm sitting there sweating the whole week, like, I really don't know what we're going to do. We have no answer. Now, this sounds terrible, but it's honestly, it's it's like, okay, somebody goes down, and I'm just like, well, okay, who else? Like, fine, just put the next one. Like, we're fine.
Right, next man up.
Back then, the number ones could play with the top 5 talent in the country. But it's when you get to those second level guys. So if the cases that you saw back then that you would see this year, the injuries that you have seen this year, you wouldn't be undefeated, right?
Right. I mean, that's what happened. That's what happened in 2013.
We'd be going 8-4 again.
Yeah.
And I think the 3 most talented teams in the country right now, the 3 best teams are Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio State from a pure talent standpoint. I think it's them 3, and it's no coincidence that over the past couple years, those are the 3 schools that have recruited the best.
Yeah, and tend to get in the playoffs and the New Year's Six Bowl.
We've talked about that and everything, and that's where. And let's shift the conversation back to tomorrow. And the team we're facing tomorrow, Dan Mullen is a guy that thinks. I think he is so strong at feeling on he can develop these guys. He could get guys in that fit his scheme and develop them. And his scheme's so good that he could beat anybody just purely off his scheme, taking guys, develop them, and I think he can get some wins from that, and he can hang with guys like that. But he can't get to the elite level. I think Mark Richt was a better recruiter, and Mark Richt was a 10 times better guy, and I think he will have a 10 times better career. But I think, and I'll be honest, you kind of almost thought that you could compare what Mullen would do at Florida to some of those years, back half, later Richt years. But I'll be honest, the way it's looking now, it might shift even lower than that. Expectations.
Well, I got 2 more things. One is a comment, and then one's a question, and I'll let y'all get on to the next caller. But the first one is, as far as Dan Mullen goes, I have always hated Florida. Right. And James knows this. I've always hated Tennessee.
Yeah. Yep.
But the second that Dan Mullen stepped into the head coaching role at Florida, there is not a team in the country I hate more than Florida. I cannot stand that man. Yep. With every ounce of my being, every time I see him on TV, my blood pressure rises, my blood boils. I legitimately get mad.
Yeah.
So that's my first one. Your sign in the back that he is a clown is absolutely correct.
That's
the
right.
second thing, either one of y'all feel free to answer this, but I've been talking to some people here that watch a lot of college football, and I feel like they're knowledgeable about how football works and everything. And one thing they keep saying to me is they're just like, well, Baylor, yeah, y'all's defense is really good, and they're like, but they still hadn't really played nobody, and I'm still kind of just sitting there going, okay, well, if I'm not mistaken, every time we've beaten all these teams, aren't they ranked in the top 10 by the time we play them?
Yeah.
And aren't we the reason that they're losing and their rankings are going down? And then
Right.
also they're like, we're not like Georgia's not having to score on anybody. I'm sitting there going, we're averaging 40 points. Like,
Yeah.
somehow secretly we're averaging 40 points a game. It's just quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and going back to Adam's point, what offense is out there other than Ohio State? Listen, and maybe Bama. You can make some arguments there, but
I agree.
But I mean, my gosh, our schedule. We've beaten the teams that we've played very handedly.
Right.
We can control who's on it. We just got to go out and take care of business.
Right. Yeah.
The thing is, we talked about earlier in our preseason show, and everybody's talked about this shift in college football as elite offenses win championships. Well, this year, I think Ohio State's hitting stride and can get the closest to what we've seen the past few years on the offensive side of the football. Alabama's nowhere near what they were last year.
Yeah.
And I feel like that this year, they're in that 2019 LSU offense. They're in that 2020 Alabama offense. There's not that 2018 Trevor Lawrence freshman-led offense.
Yeah.
It's not there. It's not there. So that's why I feel like that it just seems like it's just right. There's no Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence type,
Yeah.
I mean, who's the best quarterback in the country right now? Is it Matt Corral?
Yeah. Could be Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud. I don't know.
Kenny Pickett at Pittsburgh. I mean, it just doesn't feel like there's that elite level offense. We've talked about this, and I'm terrified of Ohio State. We got to get there, but I feel like that would be the closest that C.J. Stroud hitting stride, and that mobile quarterback seems like that's been the kryptonite to Kirby Saban's defense.
I think it's a luxury that we have.
And we'll see.
Well, and I think adding on to that, but just kind of 2 points. But back in 2019, you're talking about, and even last year, I mean, 2019 we played LSU. That's one of the most historically prolific offenses, if not the most historic prolific offense in college football history.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I felt like our defense in 2019 was to that point. I was like, oh, this is the best one Kirby's had.
That was a good defense.
2020
Absolutely.
last year. I mean, Florida's offense last year with Tony and Trash and Pitts was no joke either.
Grimes was
right.
good too.
But in those last, those 2 years, I was like, oh, well, we're holding people to, if we can just go out and score 21 points, we're going to win by at least a touchdown. And then, we had those other offenses that were just extremely explosive and got us on explosive plays. Like y'all are saying, this year, I mean, if Georgia can go out and score 21, 24 points with this defense, I don't see how we don't have a chance to win the ball game late, no matter who we play.
Right. I agree.
All right, Baylor, give us a score prediction for tomorrow.
I'm going to go 35-14 Dogs on top.
All right. I like it. All right, Baylor, we're going to let you go.
Yes, sir. Good hearing from you,
Yeah.
brother.
All right, boys.
We'll see you,
Cheer 'em
man.
up for me.
Yes, sir. Go Dogs.
All right, y'all.
Go Dogs. And I tell you, Clark, I feel like the differences this year in Kirby's defense and in the past couple years is pass rush, man. The pass rush is elevated to a whole new level.
Yep.
And the fact that you can get pressure on the quarterback with just rushing your base defense.
Right.
You're not really having to send extra guys to make a quarterback uncomfortable. You know what I mean? They're still scheming that up, but that frees you up. When you got guys like Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt, Trayvon Walker, and Nolan Smith, Adam Anderson, and those guys getting to the quarterback and getting home.
Yeah.
That's I'm telling
Big
you.
time. That helps
That's
a lot.
That's big. I mean, that defensive line, that defensive front for Georgia is just it's elite, and we talk about generational quarterbacks like Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, those guys. What it is, that means Georgia's defensive front is generational.
Yeah.
They're the playmaker. That's a playmaker that you would say that wins you championships, like what we've talked about with quarterbacks or wide receivers, some of these guys. And
Right.
things. And we hadn't seen that in a long time, but it's here.
Yeah. Well, going back to the Heisman talk right quick and talking about defensive linemen, the reason I say Jordan Davis, that Heisman talk is real. Look, I don't think he's going to win the Heisman. I mean, let's be honest. He's not going to win the Heisman. Do I think he has a legitimate shot at making it to New York? Yeah, I really do. I think because you think about it, he is the most dominant player in the most dominant unit in the most dominant defense in the most dominant team in America.
Oh, yeah.
I think. I mean, you can make a case. Same thing for Jalen Carter and Devontae Wyatt. I see where that comes in. But at the same time, Jordan Davis also brings you want a Heisman winner to exemplify good character and integrity. And I know those things are kind of on the back burners of what they talk about for the Heisman voting. But you still want a good stand-up quality guy winning the Heisman, right? So,
Right. I mean, if there was a year for him, I don't think there's a chance he wins.
No.
But let's just say get invited to New York.
Yeah.
I think it's a long shot, but I think if there's a year for it to happen, it's this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, who is a Heisman Frontrunner right now?
I don't know.
Who's going to wind up? I mean, you look at it. All the preseason Heisman. That's what goes to show you. All the preseason Heisman. It was Spencer Rattler, right? He was the number one guy.
Yeah.
And then it was DJ Uyunglele. And then JT Daniels was on there, and we hadn't really seen it. You know, it's crazy how you just don't know.
I know. Well, I tell you, one name that's starting to appear is Caleb Williams from Oklahoma. But now the only thing with him, he hasn't had that front end of the season to develop and show and play.
What I hate about it, man, and this is the world we live in, is the media, the sports media can push a narrative that they want to. And last Saturday, it felt like when Caleb Williams took that ball from the running back on 4th and 1 for the big-time game in Lawrence, Kansas, to prevail in the fourth quarter against the mighty Jayhawks in Kansas, that they wanted to make that the Heisman moment.
I know, good
gracious.
It
was amazing how overblown. I mean, it's a good heads-up play. You get awareness, good football IQ, but
then you got RG3 sitting there.
You're playing Kansas. And you're in the fourth quarter trying to pull away from Kansas deep in the ball game.
A 1-5 team. Literally one of the worst teams in FBS.
One of the worst FBS teams. I'd say in the 120 to 130 range in all of the past decade.
Yeah.
Logan
Waldrop just got home from the woods, finally joining in. Logan, did you get you a buck out there?
Yeah, just kill you one. That'd start the weekend off right.
That would, for real.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, we got an open line if you'd like to call us.
Call in.
The number is 706-389-5942. Once again, 706-389-5942.
And I tell y'all, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And the ticker at the bottom will have that information.
That's right, Clark. That's a nice ticker you got lined up for us there. And boys and girls, I'm going to tell you this right now. It's Georgia, Florida week, so we are going to be here. Mm-hmm. We don't have to go to work.
That's right.
We're here in our condo.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Yep.
So everybody talk. One thing about our show is we give you a platform, man.
That's right.
We give you a pedestal to stand up on. We're not going to cut you off short. We're going to give you some time.
We're going to give you 10 minutes.
Because it's about y'all, man.
Yeah.
It's about y'all. We want to hear your passion. Yep. Tell us why you love the Dogs. Tell us why you hate Florida.
I've got a million reasons why.
About it. Why do you hate Florida, Clark?
Oh, man. Well, the jorts, for one.
Okay.
I mean, good gosh. Jorts, really? I mean, they wear those in style. They think those are stylish. And then the gator, man, it's ugly. The orange and blue are hideous. They clash together. It looks terrible. Their fan base, now, I will say there are a select few Florida fans that I know that I love and that I respect, but beyond that, they're trash to me. I'm sorry, that's mean. My wife is standing right behind the camera. She just head down. I probably shouldn't have said that. They're not trash. That's maybe trashy.
They're trash. We'll call it like it is. I hate Florida. I've always hated Florida, and it's just been. I don't know. I feel like it's been a fan base that's just. Especially here in the past decade. Now, there's no doubt in the 90s they got them a natty.
Yeah.
Tebow got them 2, and they have one. They've won 3 of them since our last one. But in the past decade, what have they done?
That's what I'm saying.
They
want to bring up the 1980 year and throw that at us. But who would you rather be pulling forward this upcoming Saturday, the Dogs or the Gators?
Oh, the Dogs.
If you're a third-party fan?
Look at the trajectory.
I know.
Look at the trajectory of both programs right now.
Yeah.
One is spiraling out of control, I feel like, and one of them is just skyrocketing. I mean, I think since last year's meeting, Florida is 8-6, and Georgia is 11-0.
Dang, that's crazy.
Think about that. That's where the programs are right now.
Right, and Florida, and I mentioned this in the podcast. I believe it's 2-6 against Power 5 opponents.
Yeah,
that's terrible. In the past 8 games, that's awful.
2-6 against that. I mean, it's unreal kind of what's happened down there with, the hype last year.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I think that tomorrow, that's why tomorrow's so important, and I've talked about this before, is you could push a narrative, man. Mm-hmm. If you go in there and you smoke them, you show the separation of the program, and you don't let them build any momentum. Florida is not really playing anybody exciting after us finish the year. They'll probably run the table. They should run the table after they play Georgia. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to be any wins that kind of get some belief and hope in the program. Yeah. So Dan Mullen's not going to get fired, but Grantham will. And you go into the offseason up in there, a lot of question marks, a lot of discontent, you would say, in Gainesville. And the recruiting momentum, when Kirby Smart, when other coaches go into a living room and talk to these players' family, they're going to be like, you think this coach staff is going to be here during your time, your 3 or 4 years you're there? And I think that's what the momentum, the lack of momentum that Florida can have going into the offseason can just keep setting them back for this decade.
That's true.
And Georgia just keep on catapulting up. So that's why I think tomorrow is such a big deal.
Absolutely. Ryan Kiesler, do you believe Florida will play chippy, seeing they have nothing to lose? Absolutely.
That's a good question.
Florida,
that's a good question. Yep.
Dan Mullen, they don't care. They're just total clowns, to be honest. But, man, they would love nothing more than to go in tomorrow and beat the Dogs. And, and try to draw some personal fouls.
It's always chippy down there, right? And you're right. I think they will. I think it'll be something that, yes, they are going to try to get some cheap yards, kind of try to see if our players are undisciplined. But I'm very excited and very big on this Georgia team having a head on their shoulders, you know, and not reacting to that. But you definitely will say that Florida's going to pull out just the whole deck of cards. I mean, it's going to be you're going to see a lot of misdirection from Dan Mullen. You're going to see some trick plays. Hey, I think he's going to go back to a flea flicker. You remember, was it an 18? Was it an
17?
18? No.
Are you talking about for Georgia
18,
Florida?
Yeah, when he, the first play from scrimmage, and they had him, and Felipe Franks overshot the boy. I mean, it's going to be a lot of trickeration, try to get some cheap points. And, I mean, he's a good offensive mind. You gotta admit that. And I don't know. I just think it's going to be important to punch them in the mouth, get up early, and once I think their will be broke once things start going downhill. I really do. Yeah. So,
well, once again, we do have an open line. If you'd like to call us, 706-389-5942. Adam, let's talk about our Jacksonville experience. We got here yesterday.
Yep.
And what did you do? Because you got here a little bit early.
Yeah, I got here, and we just
actually, you tell us a story right quick about how you missed. Actually, just tell us the story.
Well, coming down I-95, getting excited going down there, and I didn't put the exit for Amelia Island in my GPS, so I'm just flipping to the radio, just cruising, hammering down on the gas, going down the interstate. And I get to going, and I look up, and the sign says Jacksonville, Daytona Beach. And I was like, wait a minute. Then we'll keep going a little bit more, and I see the Jacksonville skyline. I just blew by the Amelia. By a good bit.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I said, we're in trouble. So we had to make a U-E at the old Jacksonville Zoo to come back.
Hey, you
back up.
Listen,
I was just wanting to see. I wanted to hurry up and just see what was going on.
Right.
Go ahead and get in the environment.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's this trip's always special.
What'd you do when you got here?
When we got here, we went to go eat at the Salty Pelican. Get
Salty
seafood.
Pelican.
The Salty Pelican there in Amelia Island. If you ever are here, you need to get you some Salty Pelican then. So, yeah, it's a fun time. And today, Clark, we had a ball. We went to a cigar lounge and smoked a stogie and met some of the locals here and had some good talk with them. Got us another seafood meal tonight, and here we are.
Adam,
ready for tomorrow.
Oh, tell the listeners out there what you decided to order tonight for dinner.
Swordfish.
So
that was catch of the day, man. So, I mean, I feel like when you're on the beach. Now, if you're in Nebraska or somewhere, you probably don't want to order the catch of the day.
Probably don't.
But if you're at the beach down there on the coast, catch of the day, you need to try it out.
So, for one, how did they bring it out to you? I mean, was it presented like that sword?
No, sword? It was it was honestly disappointing. The portion size of it and what I thought I was going to get was a little bit disappointing. But it was good. It was good. It was good. So I love some seafood.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's been a time. So
we'll probably head out tomorrow morning. What you say, 8:30 or so?
Yeah, 8:30 or so.
Go get to our traditional tailgate spot.
Yeah.
Get there with the Burtons and all the other Franklin County people.
Everybody and
park
get
together.
hammered on then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an exciting time for Georgia fans. I know Logan talked about go Braves and go Dogs. You got the number 1 team in the country, and then you got the Braves game 3 tonight in the World Series. We're already, I guess, it's 8:20 now, so that game is underway.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see the Braves pull it off.
All right, we're getting another caller here.
All right.
Welcome to Row 60. Who do we got?
Hey, this is Josh Harville.
Josh, what's going on, my man?
Hey, go Dogs.
Go Dogs, brother. That's right. That's right. How you feeling about tomorrow?
Listen, man, I've been in Jacksonville for 2 years, and
Right.
here's the thing. The Dogs have not been taken seriously. When I was in the Athens bubble, it was, we were taken seriously except for these recent Clemson fakers.
Yep. Right.
But down here in Jacksonville, it's like Alabama this, Alabama that. But I'm telling y'all guys, this year we've been taken seriously, and it feels so
good.
Oh, yeah,
Good.
it does, don't
Good.
it? It does. I'm telling you. It's just the excitement of it and just knowing that you're elite. And man, it's a beautiful feeling. Something we waited on for a while.
It's just something about having a defense that's so great. It just sets the right tone, man.
That's right.
It's just we got to dominate tomorrow. I'm saying we win by 17.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Josh. I
Josh
love
Harville
it.
is
Bring it, brother.
He's
Bring it.
saying we are going to cover the spread. I love it.
17. Yes, sir.
I like
It's
it.
going to
That's
be
right,
great.
guys.
Going to be great.
Hey, good to talk to you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir.
sir, Josh. We appreciate you calling in and the support, brother. Go Dogs.
Have a good one. Go Dogs.
Go
yes,
Dogs.
sir. Go Dogs.
That
I
was
love it.
Josh Harville. He used to be my pastor up in
Yep.
Livonia. And
Yep.
Great guy, man. I miss him so much, and his family. They're just
That's
wonderful
right.
human beings, and it's very sad to see him leave. But really glad that they found a good church home down in here in Jacksonville, and they're
That's right.
they're doing good.
That's
so
right.
That's good to hear from
That's
them,
right.
man. Oh,
That's right.
long-time friends there.
There you go. There you go. And feel free to ask questions on the chat too. We'll discuss any topics of discussion that you want to hear that we could bring up. If you don't want to call in,
Yeah.
put them on the chat. We'll talk about it.
Logan said almost pulled the trigger, but decided against it.
There you go. There's still time.
Yeah.
There's still time. Don't settle.
Yeah.
Don't
settle. Huh.
Don't settle. The rut's not here yet. So there we go.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I tell you, Clark, what do you think tomorrow? Do you think Florida? Let's talk about Florida's quarterback situation more. Is Emory Jones going to start, or is Anthony Richardson going to start?
I've heard a lot of talk about Anthony Richardson, but man, I don't know.
Do you buy the hype of that Richardson's going to be a Cam Newton clone, like somebody like that, who's going to be a guy that's going to be a difference maker? And they talk about him, a big bodied quarterback, a strong arm. Florida fans are excited about him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he looks the part. I really
Right.
do. But man, he needs. If he plays tomorrow, I think it's going to say a lot about who he really is as a quarterback. And man,
Right.
he's a freshman, right?
Right. Yeah. So, as Georgia fans, do you want somebody who is a little bit more experienced and as Emory Jones, but probably doesn't have more experience, or that doesn't have as high of a ceiling as Anthony Richardson, or somebody like Anthony Richardson who's probably, got the higher ceiling, but the experience sitting there? So would you rather have somebody under center for them that's not as talented as Richardson, or I think Richardson. I want to see it because I think it's hard for his first start to be against Florida.
All right, welcome to Row
Georgia.
60. Who do we have?
Hey, this is John Wells from Noonan, Georgia.
John.
Hey, John, how you doing, man?
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Yes, sir. Glad to have you on tonight.
Thank you. You know what? I just discovered y'all about a week or two ago, and I tell you, I'm sure enjoying y'all's enthusiasm.
Well, thank
And,
you, sir.
Well, I'm an old man, and I've been around a long time and dogs for a long, long time.
Yes,
way
sir.
before your grandfathers were born. But I tell you, I guess I'm a part of the old school.
Yes, sir.
You know, Georgia can't stand success, and I've got this little feeling in the pit of my stomach, like every year for so many years we'd be going along and charging on, and then we stumble.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
I just hope this year is not another one. You know what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think that is definitely something. I know we're sitting here talking about how we're going to kill them. All this, and it should be if Georgia plays their A-plus game. But if Georgia's not playing their A-plus game, this Florida team can definitely beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And, John, like you said, you've seen a lot of Georgia football. You've seen it happen numerous times in Jacksonville where undefeated seasons have come down here and died. So I think you're exactly right that is something that very well could happen, and you know you're going to get Florida's best chance tomorrow.
Yeah. And listen, guys, I want you to pray for my grandson.
Yes, sir.
My daughter-in-law went to Auburn,
Yes, sir.
and I'm doing my best to have him walk the aisle, kneel down at the altar, and ask for forgiveness for his parentage.
Yes, sir.
And see the light.
I love it. I
Yes,
love
sir.
it. Hey, yes, I tell you what, you have him call on to one of our shows.
Yeah.
And we can talk to him.
Yes,
And and we would love to talk to him and you know get the energy level up a little bit, John, and we will, and you know it'll be contagious for him. You know what I mean?
Well, what I want to do is we want to lay hands
There we go.
on him and maybe put our hands around her neck. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
I know.
Yes, sir. I'm sure. Good influence like you, he's going to come around
Absolutely,
a bit, dog.
absolutely.
Sure enough, have him call in and talk to us
Yes, that'd
sometime.
be
And We'll,
great.
we'll get him.
Well,
get him
he's
steering in the right direction. You know, can't have enough good positive
I got
influence
you.
in your life. You know.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Well, now my daughter-in-law's a blessing, so I don't want to ever.
There you go. Yes, sir. That's right. That's
Otherwise,
right.
so-
That's right. I
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Let me ask you this question,
All right,
Mr.
guys.
John. Can I ask you one question? Since you've seen a lot of
Sure.
Georgia football, and it's Georgia-Florida weekend, what was your favorite Georgia-Florida game that you have seen in your lifetime?
Oh, I would say, you know what? I don't like close games. I like beat down.
That's
Me
right.
too.
I like to watch Gators crawl off the field.
Yes,
I
sir.
remember, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago, I brought my son, and 2 years ago,
Yes,
and
sir.
just watch the dogs slaughter them. I mean, there were Georgia fans on the Florida side.
Love
Of
it.
course, we had our half, you know, and we walked out after the game, and boy, that marijuana smell from the Florida section was undeniable.
Yes, it is. That's right. That's right. Well, I
I mean,
love
they
it.
were trying to, you know, get peaceful.
Yeah.
But,
That's right. That's
that's
right.
the kind of game I'm hoping for it tomorrow. My prediction would be 35-10.
There we
I
go.
like it.
There we go. I love it, John. I love it. Well, we appreciate your support and everything. And great hearing from you.
Yeah.
Great hearing from you.
Well, sure do enjoy y'all, and I'm looking forward to more shows.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Appreciate it, Mr. John. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Go
All right.
Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Thank you.
All right.
That's awesome.
Love it. Love
Man.
it. Love getting to hear from our fans like that. And just guys, and I mean, you know, it's just nice. This is a forum. This is a forum that we all just get to talk
Yeah.
and like-minded people.
Right,
like we
right,
talked
right.
about. Just come in here and talk Georgia football.
Absolutely.
The night before the cocktail party.
Oh man, I got it, man.
I
I,
love
need
it.
to stretch for a second. Give me just a second.
Get
my
you a
back-
stretch.
My
Hey.
back is killing me.
Go get you a stretch. I need a coffee refill from anybody listening. Coffee refill. We got a call.
All right,
Oh,
back to work.
thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, welcome to Row 60. Who do we have?
You've got Jack Gaines and Levi Thomas on the phone.
Jack Gaines and Levi.
Gaines
What's
and
up,
Levi.
buddy?
Yeah, we're at the Franklin County football game right now.
Nice.
Watching it.
Hey,
Nice.
Detroit.
There we
Oh.
go. Oh, what's the score for the Franklin County Lions?
It's 40-something to nothing. Yeah, it's pretty bad right
What-
now. We're
what-
getting crushed.
What quarter?
Second.
Oh, that's not good.
Yikes.
That's not
Against
good.
Monroe area.
Oh,
Hey,
I got you.
Monroe
I got you.
area has one of the best teams, I believe, in the state. I could be wrong about that, but they're a very
do. I
solid
think
football
they're-
game.
Well,
I think they're ranked number 1.
Oh, dang. Well,
Oh.
we have been plagued by injuries, Franklin County, so maybe that kind of explains some of that too. So,
Yeah.
Jack and Levi, how y'all doing? How y'all feel about this game coming up tomorrow?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm thinking it's going to be a pretty big win tomorrow.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
That's what we like to hear.
What's
That's
your
what we
score
like to hear.
prediction?
I'm going to say 45-10.
45-10. I love it.
35-point beatdown against the
Woo!
Gators.
I'll be cutting cartwheels outside the stadium. If we hold them
Hey,
to 10 points
hey,
and score
if-
45.
yes.
I will do a cartwheel.
Well,
If
we'll get it
if
on
we
video.
smoke 'em.
We'll
If
get
we
it on
smoke
video.
'em. Heck, if we win. But if we smoke them, I'm going to do a
You're going to do a toe
handstand.
touch.
Yeah, toe touch,
Yeah.
cartwheel, something.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm going to do some type of gymnastics move to get jacked up for the dogs. If we
I might have to do a backflip.
There we go,
Yes,
Jack. That's what I was
yes.
going to say. And if we win the SEC championship against Alabama, I'm going to do a backflip off the car. On the top of the Suburban, off
There
the
we
car,
go.
I'm going to do a
Adam,
backflip.
you're going to break your neck.
If not if I land on my feet. Not if I land on my feet. I love it, Jack. I love it. 45-10, man. That's making a statement.
Yeah.
That's a statement game I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, let's get y'all's opinion on the quarterback situation. Who do y'all think is going to start for us tomorrow?
Clark, you want to go with your answer first on it?
I think realistically it's going to be JT, but
You think it
I
will be
got-
JT?
But I got a gut feeling it's going to be Stetson. Realistically,
Oh, yeah.
I think JT makes the most sense here. But Stetson, man, I just like the guy. I really do. I love
do
everything
too.
and what he stands for. So
I do too. I love Stetson too, and I know I've said this, but I think he is going to start tomorrow, Jack, and I think it's going to be a bullpen game. I think JT Daniels will be coming in there some series, maybe that third series he comes in there, and but if there is a reason that Stetson does struggle and or the offense just isn't moving, clicking, I think JT will be in there. But I think you will see both quarterbacks played tomorrow.
yeah.
And I think Stetson will be the first guy trotted out there, personally. I do.
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't-
agree with you. I think Stetson will start.
And I think he might start, but I'm going to say this. I think JT will finish.
JT will 100% get snaps tomorrow at some point
Yes.
in the game. I think
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
healthy. He needs to get snaps to keep him fresh, to keep him, getting that game experience.
That's right.
So yeah.
That's right. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Going to be wonderful. But it's so comforting knowing you have both of them. You're blessed to have both of them. And either one of them can go out there and make the offense click,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So for tomorrow, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good to see guys like Kenny McIntosh back, having Kendall Milton go down and getting Kenny Mack back is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And getting guys like Rosemy back, Arian Smith, good deep threat, getting
Right.
him back. And I think some of these guys getting back to 100% health,
Yeah.
you'll see a difference no
Sure,
matter who the
sure.
quarterback is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And our ability to stretch the field a little bit more.
Rich Beck, where I come from, we jump through tables, referencing the Bills
Yes,
Mafia.
that is right. That is right. I
Sorry,
love it.
I cut you off there, Jack. Hey, Jack, we're going to let you go. We got a special guest for y'all. Thank y'all for calling, Jack and Levi. Miss y'all. I need to get with y'all and talk to y'all about some ball, man.
That's right.
But, yeah, thank y'all for calling us. We appreciate it. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
All right, so here's what's about to happen. We're about to bring on a very special guest,
That's
a
it.
man that has. I'll tell you what. Hold up, just a second. I'm gonna hop up.
Where's
Sit
Cleo?
still, because I'm got to come on, sit down.
Where's
here.
Cleo at?
Now, boys, y'all don't know how I am. I'm gonna take over the show.
Oh,
right now.
boy.
Hang on just a minute. Yeah, tell Kelsey to come on out.
Kelsey's coming out here.
Before-
Kelsey said no.
Hold up, just a second. Let me introduce you right quick. So this is Uncle Roy Holland,
This-
just the man, the myth, the legend. He's actually the season ticket holder where Adam and I get to sit
right.
on row 60.
This is
so
the
if
row
it
60.
weren't for him, this guy, I mean, if it weren't for this man right here, we would not even have these
That's
tickets.
right.
So
That's right. That's right. This is the man. He played basketball at Georgia.
lean
back in
down
the day,
just a
too,
little
so-
bit.
Long time
There-
ago.
Yeah,
there
they
he
played
is,
basketball for
Long
Georgia.
time ago.
Yes, sir.
But Adam, I want you to tell the first time that you and Kelsey went to a Georgia a football game, what you did when Georgia scored on the flea flicker. What from row 60 where our seats are,
That's right.
It's right up to the walkway. All
That's
we've
right.
got is a concrete, probably 3 or 4 feet behind us. But I want you to tell them the story. And Kelsey, honey, the thing you still did, you married him.
Yeah.
I did. She did.
After
She
doing
did.
this, so go
She
ahead.
did. Well, it was the Mississippi State game in 2017. You know, opened up the offensive possession, scored the flea flicker, and as Uncle Roy said, row 60's the back row, lower level. There's got a wall there. And I scaled the wall and just felt like I needed to take off on a dead sprint.
Yeah.
But I get excited to release some energy, so I just took off down the
Now, folks,
down
he
the aisle.
didn't scale it. He was high
Jumping.
jumping. He was high jumping. And Kelsey's face, if
Yes.
you could have seen her, she didn't know whether to stay or run. But as you can tell, she has stayed with him.
That's
Stayed
right.
with
That's
him.
right. She still said yes after seeing that. So that was
my
true.
goodness.
That was the truth. So
And fun
it's been a
fact,
trooper.
fun fact about y'all, Adam and Kelsey actually got married. Right,
engaged.
not married. My bad. I'm getting a little flustered. We got another phone call, but they got engaged right
there.
behind us,
Yep.
and
That's right.
everybody sat on
That's
this
right.
balcony
That's
actually
right.
and watched that.
So yeah, I got to tie every big life event back to Georgia football, baby. That's right. Appreciate
man.
that, Pete. Love it. Wave to the crowd.
Yes,
Uncle
yes,
Roy,
yes.
appreciate you coming up. But yes, he is the row 60 man. That is the guy.
The
it
man,
wouldn't be
the myth,
possible.
the
and
legend.
Then this is a super fan.
Let me do
Khalil
one little
Holland,
thing
Khalil.
here.
Yes, get him in there.
The biggest Georgia Bulldog fan
That's
probably
right.
is Adam and Clark, but the second biggest and generationally going to probably be the biggest
That's
is
right.
this one right here.
That's right.
Tell them
Khalil,
Go dogs.
give
Go
us a bark
dogs.
right quick. He's
Beautiful.
working on it. He's
Love
working
it.
on
Love it. Thank y'all.
Yes, yes.
Thank y'all. You know, that's the beautiful thing about the trip, what we do here, and honestly why Georgia football has been so special
Right.
for me and you, Clark, and
Yes.
for everybody out here is, and even people who are not coming to these games, is sitting in the living room with your granddaddy,
Oh,
with
yeah.
your uncle, with your dad, with your mom, and enjoying the memories that you have with them. And that's something you could take with you to the grave. And that's
yeah.
why Braves, Georgia football is so special to
Right.
people down here, is the connection that you have.
Sure.
And for us, this is our family vacation.
Yeah.
Family and friends come, and the fellowship that you have and what it brings connects
Yes.
you is what we love about it.
Absolutely.
So who did we miss a call there?
We did miss a call, so if you called us, call back.
Call back. Yep, we're good now. So
Here we go, right here.
yeah, Rich,
Boom.
we're working on some t-shirts. Hey, we have a wait a minute. We got a koozie.
Hold up, just a second. Hold up. All right, welcome to row 60. Who do we got?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, you're
Whoa,
muted.
whoa,
My bad.
whoa,
My bad. Go ahead. Cheers. Oh, wait, wrong slider, man.
Oh, no,
my
I don't know
goodness,
what I'm
sorry.
doing. I don't know. Why's this board in front of me? Hello? That didn't sound good. That sounded like some chaos in the background.
Hey, if you can
Hello?
hear us,
Is that didn't
All right.
sound good?
well, they hung up.
Hey, somebody needs to do a welfare check on that number. That did not sound good at all.
It sounded just like a bunch of pots and pans
Pants just rattling.
falling.
Just, a lot of just, it was
Ruckus.
chaotic. So there was a lot of ruckus. And we didn't hear. Somebody needs to do a welfare check on that old
Yeah.
boy right there.
or girl,
Yep,
whoever
that's
that
true.
was. Yeah, open line.
Yeah, we got to open. Hope that number calls back. That's going to concern me the rest of the night. That
Oh.
did not sound good.
That didn't sound good.
What does everybody think if they heard that ruckus? What was going on in the background of that
It
call?
sounded like they may have been washing some pots and pans.
I don't know,
and
yeah.
just everything just collapsed. I don't know.
It didn't sound good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to show you our koozie.
Do we have the
All right,
koozie
this
here live?
is- we do not have.
Nope,
we have
right
a
there.
picture. Oh,
It's okay. All right. Hey,
listen,
we
wait a
have.
minute.
Hey, Rich
Wait a
and
minute. Wait, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
no,
It's
you're
still
good. Just
secret.
show it. You're good. It should show right here.
All right. Tell me when it shows.
All right, Adam. What Adam is doing right now is he's showing y'all a picture of some merchandise. Adam, you actually back? Oh, no. Come back. Come back. I got you right here. Come on. You can see it from back here. It's not very clear. Yeah. All right. Maybe you can see it right there a little bit. We do have some koozies
We'll post
on.
it right now on the Row 60 Facebook.
We have some koozies, and on one side there is a red, black, and white stripe, like the silver britches. And on the other side, we do have our logo there.
There you
So
go.
those are coming pretty soon. We
Yeah.
may get some
Well-
hats. We may get some T-shirts. We may get some. We're definitely get some stickers made. So
We'll post it on the website right now in a minute.
I'll do that right now
Yeah,
for y'all to
post
see.
it on there. Let everybody see and comment on how you like it.
Yes.
If we, hey, and y'all modify it. We want y'all's
Yeah,
input on it.
yeah. Let's see here. Let me Adam talk for us here. Let me ask you, and we mentioned this in our last episode, but what would you say is one of your all-time favorite Georgia-Florida memories while we wait on another call?
I think I talked about the 04 game, so let me talk about the 07 game.
Okay.
The 07 game, obviously everybody knows, is the end zone celebration. So let's talk about what the stadium felt like when that play happened.
Yeah, because a lot of people weren't there.
Well, let's talk about that year, that particular year. Georgia finished the year very strong, probably the best team in the nation that year, but lost to South Carolina, and lost to Tennessee as well that year in Knoxville. So two-loss team didn't make the national championship, went to the Sugar Bowl, blackout Hawaii, beat them. But anyway, Georgia-Florida game. It was Tim Tebow's sophomore year. Florida's coming off a national championship with Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
And the first Coach Rick, they had it planned the first time that they scored, they were going to get, they needed to loosen up and get excited and show that they weren't intimidated by Florida. They were ready to play.
But they didn't Rick say that it was just going to be the players on the field? He wasn't expecting the whole sideline to clear. Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, and then he didn't think that the whole team was going to run on the field. So, anyway, the whole team runs on the field. Everybody's seen it. If not, look on YouTube. And you're sitting in the stadium thinking, what in the world is going on? Because you've never seen anything like this in your life and you're in a football game. So, you're just, I don't know, the emotions just coming out like, what in the world's happening? So, obviously, 20 million yellow flags come up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, this has just ticked Florida off completely. We're going to get killed after this. Yeah. And all of a sudden, so they back us up. The stadium erupts. Georgia fans is going crazy. Florida fans is going crazy, all ticked off about it. And Tim Tebow is sprinting up and down the Florida sideline doing his little, with the helmet, like he does. And fist pump, just making everything the center of attention about himself. And doing that. And so he's got the Florida fan base. And I've never been in a stadium where both teams, they're in the middle of the game, that both fan bases were at a fever pitch. I mean, both of them were just jacked out of their minds. And I'm thinking, oh, my God, they're going to come back because they were the more talented team, I felt like. And I was like, this is going to backfire on us. But I'll be dang, Stafford hits Mikey Henderson on a long touchdown pass. They win 42-30, and it was just a sweet game. Yeah. Georgia paid for it the next year. Urban Meyer called them 3 timeouts. And the next. And I think Mark Richt, the rest of his career, paid for that from SEC officiating. Yeah. As far as I don't think they care for him after that, Ants. But that's a memory we'll have till we go to the grave. Oh, yeah. That 07 Georgia-Florida game. And
that's one I wish I could have been at. But, it's to me, I love it. I love the just everybody going and having fun. And it really did seem to loosen us up a little bit for that game. But, man, that's just something Kirby Smart doesn't have to do with these current-day football teams. That's what I love about it, man. I don't like the gimmicky stuff. I don't love all
Dogs! Go Dogs! There we go. Love that.
Got some dog fans behind us.
That's right.
The beach of Fernandina Beach. Is that how you say it?
Fernandina Cave.
Yeah. It's lively. It's lively.
Yeah. But no, you're right. This Kirby Smart team, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Does not have to resort to gimmicks.
Yeah.
We do not have to have, it's going to be focus, get off the bus, take care of business.
Right.
Now, tomorrow, I think you'll see it be opposite. Florida will be resorting to gimmicks.
That's right. All right, we have another caller here. Welcome to Row 60. Who do we got?
This is Logan from Franklin County.
Logan! Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Logan. How we feeling tonight up in Cannon, Georgia?
Oh, we're feeling good.
Good.
We're feeling really good. I'm looking forward to this absolutely down of a clown coach that we see.
There we go. That's right.
Dan Mullen is a clown.
Dan Mullen is a clown. That's right. That's right. So, all right. So, night before the game, Logan. What's the feel? What kind of? You got any inside scoop or anything you want to bring to us tonight and tell the Row 60 followers?
Looking like Stetson's going to get the start. Heard that from multiple people. So Stetson's going to get the start with. So the way that I've been told, he's going to get about the first 3 drives, and then they're going to throw JT in to see kind of how he does.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I'm okay with because Stetson has been in a rhythm with this offense. So let him keep being in a rhythm and kind of doing his thing. So.
That's right, Logan. And I feel like what's so hard about it is Stetson's earned it. I mean, he's done good when he's been in there in the past few games, but JT also, from being injured before he was injured, was playing well too. And I don't think he's been 100% healthy this year, the whole time. So it's a tough deal. But I agree with you. I think that's what we're going to see.
Have we even seen a fully healthy JT Daniels at the University of Georgia?
No, we have not. I'll take a step further. I don't think we've seen a healthy JT Daniels since before he tore his ACL out in Southern California.
And I'd agree with you. I mean,
100%. Yep.
He's got a lot of potential because, I mean, he's already playing to a pretty high level.
Right.
He's been injured.
Right.
But now the $1 million question is, can we keep him healthy?
That's true. That's true.
With our offensive line, I think we can. and we, I think that, he's not going to take a lot of licks. I hope not.
Yeah.
And, he's going to stay in the pocket. He is that traditional pocket passer that we see still nowadays. Right. We still have those in college football. So I think hopefully we keep him healthy. But
I think we will. And thank the Lord for Stetson Bennett, man. Having both of these guys too, if JT's not healthy, is huge.
Yeah,
huge.
Oh, absolutely,
huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on the podcast, the weekend before the Clemson game, I posed y'all a question, and I'm going to re-ask you this question and kind of see if your answers have changed.
Right.
So when you evaluate our position group, is there one that concerns you? Because before, y'all were split between offensive line and secondary. So I'm going to ask you guys now, is there a position group that worries you, and where is it?
Clark, you want to take that first? Because I got my answer too.
I think I'm going to say I think I'm going to say secondary, actually.
Yes.
And I think 100%. I was opposite of that. I think I took the offensive line being the biggest concern. Maybe somebody fact check me, but I'm pretty sure I said that the offensive line would struggle the most. But man, the secondary, I don't think they're playing bad or anything. I think it's just attrition, and we're starting to see some injuries. But it does help to get Christopher Smith back healthy, hopefully tomorrow.
That's right. I would go. I think the offensive line's improving. I mean, you can just see. I think every week they're getting better, and I think with the secondary, obviously they are. Guys like Keely Ringo's getting better. He's putting himself in good position, and you have guys like Darian Kendrick. We hadn't talked enough about how big of a blessing he's been to that. I mean, you think about it. What if you don't go get Kendrick, man, and you have Amir Speed's been hurt, Kimber's done for the year? It would be tough.
Yeah.
But I think secondary, and to take it a step further, I think is safeties. I think the safety play concerns me because of the thin depth that's there, and against teams like Alabama and Ohio State that we talked about that could exploit. But who's got playmakers, receivers more than what we've seen, I think, on the outside of the perimeter. That's probably my concern right now. If there is, but not saying that they're doing a terrible job by any means, but if there was a concern, that's it. What do you think, Logan?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we have a walk-on playing as free safety right now.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, Dan Jackson is playing really well.
Absolutely.
But when you have walk-on playing, that really makes you sit back and be like, depth is kind of a problem.
Exactly.
So definitely secondary. Luckily enough, we have the best front seven in college football history. Yeah. So quarterbacks don't really have a whole lot of time to sit back and try to find open receivers. So the pressure hasn't been on the secondary, but like you guys said, if we go against Ohio State or an Alabama, pass-heavy team, it could really expose us and be a bad day.
Exactly. That's what I think. That is the only cause of concern right now. I feel like. So.
I would agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I mean, I feel like none of it though is going to rear its head as being an issue until after the regular season. I think you could get through the regular season how you're winning football games now and continue. So that means you still got games to just keep improving
and keep guys healthy,
getting healthier, building experience for these younger guys, and really feel good about where your team is, where your roster is. I mean, and who knows? Who knows what happened? You're going to Knoxville in a couple of weeks where injuries have happened. Just cross your fingers there's not big injuries these next few games. And you have a full roster that's gained experience throughout the year going into Atlanta. So,
Logan, give us a score prediction for tomorrow.
I'm gonna go big here, real big. I'm gonna go 45-7.
Love it, love it. Hey, I'd take that all day, every day.
Yep. Golly, that would be a
I think we're gonna. I think that Kirby has hung some pictures of the scoreboard from last year around the locker room.
Yep.
I think that the boys are ready to fight.
That's right.
Good.
That's right. It's gonna be great. Can't wait, man.
I'm looking forward to it. Y'all be loud in the stadium.
We're going to do it, brother. You be loud in Cannon, Georgia, or Athens, wherever you're going to be at tomorrow. Get them fired up.
That's all right.
Oh, we going to do it.
Nah,
go dogs,
brother. Go dogs. Appreciate it. Love that.
Yes.
Logan's a big Georgia fan, one of these guys that, just special.
Yeah.
Just special as far as, like everybody listens to this show. Everybody's excited, riding high. Everybody you talk to right now just feels it. I've not met any Georgia fan that just doesn't feel like this is the year.
I know.
And it's got me nervous, Clark. It's got me nervous because you feel it. You feel it like this is it.
Well, we always say that, and we always get our hearts broken.
Right, but this is it. And, you don't have red and black glasses on. I mean, our podcast looks like the biggest Homer podcast, and it is. It is. Yeah. But stuff we're saying is just not absurd when it comes to football. I mean, it's Georgia's that good.
Chris smiling face with sunglasses.
Chris smiling face with sunglasses. That's what Siri picked that up as. Chris Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend. Man, what's up, Chris? Where you at? Hey, where are you calling from tonight, Chris?
I am in Nashville, Tennessee, heading down towards Florida.
Vegas. Coming to the cocktail party tomorrow, Chris?
No, it's a little dicey there for me. I try to stay away from Florida Georgia games.
I hear you.
Chris is one of these classy tailgaters. He wouldn't be caught dead at a trashy
the wine
tailgate.
And cheese
yeah,
crowd,
one of those got charcuterie board. Yeah.
Do you guys have a motor home with air conditioning? That's the kind of tailgate I do.
No.
Chris.
You got to enjoy the experience of being out in the hot.
Hey, we just like the finer things of life.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, I'm used to it down here. I'm from, so, we don't have a problem with the salty air and mosquitoes everywhere.
That's right.
Gators are no big deal. We're used to it.
That's right. Go dogs! Go dogs! Oh! Yep.
Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry. We had some fan chatter behind us that kind of got us distracted. It was hard to multitask with that. So, shoot, yeah.
Hey, who does Miami have tomorrow, Chris?
We have Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that is right. It is Pittsburgh. That's a big game.
Yeah, Miami's a 9.5-point dog. So we'll see what happens.
That's right. I think what's the feel on Manny Diaz down there? You think is he going to be done after this year?
Yeah, I think we need to move on. When we hired him, I wasn't a big fan. Well, I say I'm shelling out any money besides what I pay as the booster every year.
Right.
But when they hired him, I didn't want him. I wanted Lane Kiffin. And obviously they didn't go get him. Now I want them to get rid of him, and I want to get either Cristobal or I want to get Kendall Bryles down there. I'd love to see Kendall down there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm kind of, I should say this way. I'm not happy that Derek King got hurt, but I'm glad that we moved on to a new quarterback who's a redshirt freshman, and he actually looks the part, 6'5", from Connecticut, so he doesn't have the Southern quarterback in him, but he's at the same facility where Brady used to train at up in Connecticut during the offseason, so he's got some form of pedigree during his offseason, so he knows what he's doing. So
nice.
We're moving in the right direction. We got a lot of young players. I think we're the second youngest team in the ACC, which doesn't say much, but in general, have a bunch of freshmen. I think we were starting 4 freshmen to start the year. I think we only had 2 seniors. That's all we had.
Wow. Right. Dang.
So, and I think we're starting 6 freshmen now. So we're moving right there.
Well, college football is better when Miami's good. Point blank, period. I think it is. So, well, and as Georgia fans, we like to see Miami good and Florida State good because that helps Florida not be
as good
either. Yeah. So it's always good to see a good Florida State. Miami.
Yeah, when you look at the scope of the way the state of Florida works, it's either Miami, Florida, or Florida State are good, but none of them are good at the same time.
Right.
They all alternate because they're all pulling from the same pool for the most part. And it's kids that grew up, 90% of the rosters are from Florida, and they all grew up wanting to play at one of those three schools.
Right.
So, but, yeah, it does. When Texas is good, when Miami's good, when Michigan's good, when USC is good, Notre Dame's good, like, that makes the whole sport of college football in general better. So
right.
We need to get back on
Absolutely.
Back on track.
Well, Chris, what do you think about this Florida team? I mean, man, you know because you've been in the state of Florida and you're an avid college football fan, but what do you think about this current state of Florida and this game tomorrow?
Well, first, I'm going to give my prediction like everybody else is doing. I'm going to get more ridiculous. I'm just going to say 64-3. Like, that's going to be the final.
Let's go. We're a rah podcast. Get it fired up. That's it.
Hey, Chris, we will both we'll both attempt the backflip if we beat them by
64 to we beat them by 60.
We will both attempt the backflip and record it and make sure we get on video for you.
Yeah, no, before I get off, I'll give my actual prediction. But I think the game could be pretty good. I think Florida's going to handle the game, or not Florida. I think Georgia's going to handle the game pretty well from the tip. And you got to think, like Florida's not. We all know Florida's not as bad as they showed 2 weeks ago against LSU. We all know they're not that bad.
Yeah,
right.
Letting them run for 360 yards or whatever. And we also at the Kentucky game, I'm not going to make excuses for Florida, but I will give reasons because I'm a gambler and there's reasons that things happen. They had a blocked field goal and went for a touchdown, and they had 13 penalties. On offense, 13 penalties on offense. Like, you can't overcome that when you're playing a good team. Mm-hmm. Kentucky's not great, but they're good enough that when you do that, when you give up that many penalty yards on offense and you give up, a blocked field goal, return for 7 points, like that's enough to, flip a game like that.
Yeah.
They're not that bad. And my question is with LSU, and we know it's a thing in college football, were they looking ahead? Because if they were looking at LSU and saying, yeah, this team isn't very good, let's go in there and let's get out, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in a 21-point hole.
That's right.
Yeah. It's hard to crawl back out.
Yeah.
It's hard to crawl out of that hole.
Yeah, but on the road like that, that's true.
Yeah, so Florida's not that, I won't say not that bad in comparison to Georgia, because Georgia's obviously a good bit better than Florida. But Florida's good enough that they can give Georgia a run. Their defense is good enough that if, you want to screw around and let them stay in the game, it's a 7-point game or it's a 10-point game and Florida's got the ball driving at the beginning of the fourth quarter, everyone's going to be uneasy because they have the talent to be able to beat Georgia.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, you're exactly
There's no denying that. And if you look at their games this year, they've beaten – or they got beat by Alabama, 31-29. Right. They got beat by Kentucky, I believe, 20-13. Yep. They got beat by LSU, 49-42. So, I mean, they haven't gotten beaten by more than a touchdown this season.
Right.
And I think that says something about Dan Mullen as a coach, on-field coach. I think his offense is able to move the ball.
Yes.
But how well will he be able to move the ball against Georgia defense? I don't think it's going to be a real possibility that he's putting up, 14 points in this game. I don't.
This is going to be a good test for this Georgia defense.
It will.
Tomorrow.
It will.
It's going to see. I mean, if it's going to be keep on with the talk of it being elite.
Did you say that Florida can't put up 14 points?
No, I'm saying they can, but not more than 14. I may have phrased that wrong. I don't think.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's 38-24, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to tell me that I can't see Florida putting up 40 points on Georgia, I would say, yeah, 14 points, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
I don't know. Hey, we'll see. We'll see.
They could. I don't know. Half of me kind of thinks that
like Adam said earlier, You guys are the 85 Bears. Like, come on,
Oh,
they
yeah.
put
Yeah.
up 14 points. 14 is not ridiculous.
I don't know.
I don't know if that is too ridiculous, Chris. I mean, we played Kentucky, who beat Florida. Now, I understand that these are different games we're talking about here, but I don't think that's too far-fetched to say that Florida's not going to score more than 14 points. I'll give them theirs. They'll probably get 2 touchdowns.
They scored 13 points against Kentucky's defense.
Yeah, I mean,
Scored 29. They scored 29, but I mean that Alabama defense it's good, but it's not an elite defense. It's not the standard Alabama defense. Do you agree with that, Chris? I don't know. I mean, I'm with you. I think they could score over 20. Easily.
Yeah, they can definitely put up points. I think saying they can't score 14 is ridiculous. That's dumb. But yeah, and I think the kid Richardson is legit. Like, it's literally, if he wanted to transfer to Georgia today, he would start this game tomorrow for Georgia. That's how good that kid is.
Chris, that is a hot take, and you know it. You're just trying to rile up some Georgia
the
fans.
fan base.
But no, listen, I do think he has a lot of talent. I do. You're not a big believer in Stetson Bennett and JT. I understand that, but for you to say that, for him to walk in there, no.
I think Stetson Bennett's better than JT, like, no question. The feeling's better with JT, but Stetson's better than JT, no question. Not even a question to think about. But that kid Richardson, he's legit. Like, if you guys didn't watch any game, but if you watch the second half of that game when he played all the snaps, when that kid wings the ball around, like, he does not mess around. That ball comes out and gets to where it's going quick. And it's on target. He does not mess around.
Yep.
Well,
he's a legit talent.
Logan Waldron.
I don't know about that.
Oh, boy.
You guys can say that all you want, but you guys never put pads on and played with college players.
Hey,
that's true. That's a good point. That's why we're a fan podcast.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, listen, we're not acting like we did.
No.
Oh my God.
No, but that's true. But anyway, so yeah, so I think I think Georgia's going to win. I think it's going to be about a 20 to 21 point game, and then I think Florida's going to score late, and I think Florida's going to end up covering. It's going to be like, say, 31 to 17 or something like that. I think Georgia's going to win.
Look,
I'll take it.
Let's do it.
I'll take it.
Let's do it.
So yeah, that's what it is. I want to hit a couple things real quick. You guys were talking on the podcast earlier in the week about playing in Jacksonville and then playing like a home and home or something. I agree. Play in Jacksonville and then every other year play a home and home and then Jacksonville again.
Yeah.
And you floated the idea of playing at the bench in Atlanta. The good thing about it is you play in Georgia and you play in Florida, it's home obviously, and then you play in Jacksonville. You can drive an hour from Jacksonville in any direction and you'll get a 50% mix of fans. If you do that in Atlanta, you only find Georgia fans. That's why I say don't go to Atlanta.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying.
So back and forth between home stadium and playing in Jacksonville is great because all these players know, and they talk about it once they leave, is when you go to places that stand out, you go to a place like Athens on game day or a place like LSU or Florida or Alabama or Auburn, you remember like going into that stadium to face that crowd.
Yeah.
When you play in Jacksonville, you don't face that.
Yeah.
So that was my opinion on that. And statistically, I don't know if you guys saw the stat. I know Clark talked to him about it earlier today. Anytime that the Braves have been in the World Series, Georgia has lost to Jacksonville. 91, 92, 95, and 99.
You know the problem with that. Yeah, I agree. But that was the 90s. We try to forget the 90s.
This is Spurrier years.
Yeah, Steve Spurrier was the coach of Florida of every single one of them. But that's an interesting fact. I agree. Yeah, that's true.
It's a good stat. So
yeah.
But that's what I got. So I don't know.
Good
the
info.
rest of the plate doesn't look that good. Michigan State looks like it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that works out. And Auburn's got Ole Miss. Auburn's favored by 3. What do you guys think there?
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Chris, we're gonna take some more calls, but thank you for calling in. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Always.
On and off the live call-in show. So we'll see you, man. Thank you for calling us.
Be good, Chris.
Go Dogs. Hey, I'll pull for the Canes tomorrow. I love some chaos in the ACC. So go Canes tomorrow.
Go Dogs.
do me one favor.
Yeah.
Get some patches of your logo, and I'll wear the patch on a black hat. But I ain't wearing no G on my head.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
We'll do it.
I only wear you, but I'll wear your logo.
Well,
there we go. I love it. I love it. We appreciate it, Chris. Thank you. Yes, sir. Go Dogs. Woo!
Oh, Chris.
How about I love comments from Mike Leach's
Pet Sasquatch. He says good morning. All right.
Good morning. Good morning.
Mike,
where are you at? If it's morning, where are you at?
The only other place I could think of that's morning is on the other side of the world. So Mike Leach's Pet Sasquatch. If you're on the other side of the world, let us know. We'd love to know
where are you from, Mike? We'd love to know, my man.
Let's see here. What else we got?
Jim Donnan years yet.
I've got a major 2007.
The 90s don't count. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Got a major 2017 Vibe UGA 41.
Love it.
UF 13.
Love it.
And then Rich Beck. Listen to this one. I forgot to mention that I ran into someone at the Bills Stadium. Hey, get Chuck Holland. Is Chuck in there? Chuck.
Where's Chuck?
Is he in there? Rich, one of our cousins, Chuck, is actually a big Bills fan.
I think he's got a Bills shirt on. Right?
He's got a Bills shirt. He needs to be down here. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, anyway.
But anyway, I forgot to mention that I ran into someone at the Bills Stadium who was rocking all their Dogs gear. That's interesting.
Yeah.
We shared a few Go Dogs, and of course, I told them about Roast.
Love it, Rich.
Thank you, Rich. We appreciate it.
Love it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, going back to Anthony Richardson, I'll be honest, I have not seen him play that much this year, Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, there's either been during the Georgia game, we've been tailgating, hadn't seen it. I didn't see a lot of the second half of that LSU game. Watched a good bit of the first half when Emory Jones was in there. And I remember Logan, we've talked about earlier in the season, he said, well, the kid looks good, from, I think, against South Florida, Florida Atlantic, somebody like that. But I just don't think – I think the kid's talented and he might give us fits down the road. But how a true freshman quarterback coming in – he might be a redshirt. I'm not sure. I don't know, to be honest with you.
They are.
But a freshman, his first start against Georgia, and you think he's going to light it up and carry – I just don't see it. I don't see it, man. I think Emory Jones, somebody who's more experienced – I don't know.
Yeah. All right, who do we new caller. Welcome to Row 60. Who do we got?
Hey there, this is James from up there in Livonia. This first time caller, long time listener. How y'all doing tonight?
James, how's it going?
Good hearing from him, brother.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm down here on A1A sitting in the Harris Teeter parking lot, but couldn't let this day go by without calling in to talk to some of my Livonia boys. How about
How about the Dogs? What's going on in the A1A right now, James, in the old Harris Teeter parking lot?
Harris Teeter is absolutely hopping. There's the Allman Brothers cover band, and they were singing Sweet Melissa, and I about fell asleep, but I thought I got to call my
That's right. Yes, sir. I love it, my man. I love it. What kind of feel?
I don't have my brother Buck here. He's up there hunting those big deer in Saskatchewan, so I'm going to represent for him tonight. But
there
boy,
you go.
We love listening to y'all.
Well, we appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Adam Thornton, I knew you back when we played carpet football in the Holland House.
That's right.
Boy, you've come a long way. We're so proud of you. Clark Gaines.
Yes, sir.
I knew your daddy when he brought me home for football practice and put a can of dip in his lip every night. Good
I
old
knew he
times
did.
right there. You can't beat him. You can't beat him.
Can't beat him. Good old James.
Hey, well, listen, I love your podcast. I've got it on my dial every week.
I love it.
I get Feinbaum queued up. I get Roddy queued up. I get Aaron and Drew queued up. But I can't wait to hear those boys from Franklin County.
Yes, sir, James. That's right, brother. Ooh, give us a score prediction real quick.
Oh, man. Well,
what you feeling?
Man, golly, this defense, you got to wonder. But, man, this game always makes me a little anxious. They're going to score points, and Gransom's going to blitz us out of his mind.
But
I see the Dogs being dominant once again. We're going to go 37-13.
Yeah! There we go. Ooh. I love it, James. Well, I guess y'all heading down. y'all heading down there tomorrow, I want you to be loud and rowdy. I mean, I want to make.
We're gonna be loud.
That's right.
We're gonna be loud. But hey, I got a big question for you.
All right,
There's
give it to
nothing
us.
I love more than hearing you boys pontificate over some dog
Yes.
questions. I got one for you.
All right.
You gotta choose one Florida football coach to beat for the rest of your life. Spurrier not included. You love beating Dan Mullen.
That's right.
There's a little bit of bias towards Muskamp. He's a dog now.
Right.
I don't even know who Ron Stuck is. That he goes.
That's right.
Who even knows?
That's right. No, we don't know Charlie Pale. Urban. I can't stand Urban Meyer, but I can't stand Dan Mullen. They're the same person. Right? They're the same person.
You know him.
They're the same person. Dan Mullen and Urban Meyer are the same person. Not one hint of moral integrity inside either one of them.
Not a hint.
Not a hint,
boys.
Well, not a hint.
If you can choose one to beat for the rest of your life,
I'll take Urban.
All right, I'll take. You know, I'll say this. Let's say you take Urban. I'm going to take Dan Mullen because Urban actually had some rings on his fingers to back up there. Because what's Dan Mullen got? What's Dan Mullen got to back up his arrogance?
Dan Mullen got a headset and a good record at Mississippi State.
That's it. Yeah, respectable and a bunch of moral wins in Starkville. Isn't that right? That's right, James. Boy, y'all be loud tomorrow, man. Be loud tomorrow, brother. Have a good time. I want I want it to be the loudest Georgia contingent that we've seen in Jacksonville ever tomorrow at 3:30.
Yes, sir.
I think you're going to have a lot of blue and orange leaving about.
Yeah.
That's right.
Halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I got.
That's right.
Hey, boys, good to talk to you. Keep doing what you're doing.
We appreciate
Bark loud tomorrow.
We
Yes,
will.
sir.
We'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
Go dogs, brother. Go dogs. Ooh.
All right, Adam. Listen, hold up just a second, y'all. I've got to go pee.
I'll take over the show.
In the meantime,
hey, wait a minute. I don't know how to answer a call. I don't know how to run all this stuff real quick. So
look,
we can't. How do you?
No calls. For
1 second, because I'm
hold
not.
up.
All right, I need to say this about Clark. He is every brains of the technology because I don't even know how to. I don't have a social media, personal social media.
Well, you're probably better off.
I do not know anything about technology or how to operate equipment, this stuff. So Clark, go ahead.
I'm going to go use the restroom.
Well,
I'll be back in just a second. And actually, you know what? Let's bring old Chuck Holland.
Chuck, come here.
Let's bring old Chuck Holland and talk some ball. He's a third-party perspective. Doesn't care about the Georgia football team.
Take Clark's spot for a minute.
Y'all give me a second.
Rich,
Hold up.
Rich, look at this.
Hold up just a second. I got to maneuver out of here.
All right. Oh. Woo. Okay. No, this is good. I mean, that's what we don't. I mean, there's no organization of all of our shows. That's what makes it great. Rich, please comment and see what we got here.
Let's go Buffalo.
We got a fan from Buffalo, Rich Beck, who's a diehard Bills fan.
Rich, you're a smart man. I promise
Rich
you that,
Beck
buddy.
is yes. All right, Chuck. Tell me from somebody who is not biased at all as far as football goes, or Georgia football. What do you see tomorrow?
Right,
what do you see tomorrow in this game?
Well, before I get started, for Rich, I know this is a Georgia Bulldogs podcast, but I'm going to
we'll talk about whatever.
But Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl champions. It's been a long time coming. I know Georgia fans, sports in general, Bulldogs fans, it's been a long time. They've been long-suffering. The Buffalo Bills Mafia is coming our way this year. So.
All right, I hear you. There you go, Rich. I'm telling you.
That's right, Rich. That's right. We're going to jump through a table together, man. So
I hope they
we'll
win
get on the podcast.
Because the Falcons aren't. That's it.
Yeah, you're right about that. So, you know, Adam, I mean, Georgia, I'm not a Georgia Bulldog fan when it comes to football, but I do respect them as a team.
Right.
Heck of a team this year. Obviously, defensively, you know, they're legit. I feel like from, you know, top to bottom, as you, Clark, and I were talking about today.
Right.
Remind me of the dominance of early 2000, you know, Miami Hurricanes defense when they were having, you know, anywhere from 8 to 12 guys going to the league each year. So heck of a ball team up front, you know, with Georgia. You know, I know secondary is a concern from y'all, but my philosophy has always been if the quarterback can't throw the ball, then you ain't got much to worry about.
Right.
So Georgia does a heck of a job pressuring the ball. Offensively, obviously got a great O-line, good run game, and I feel like whichever quarterback, I mean, I feel like the old mailman Stetson Bennett has done a great job, you know, and I feel like he's a guy, he's made improvements since last year. and he's going to put them not only in positions to win, but also feel like he's not going to make that costly turnover and stuff like that. So Florida, I hadn't watched a whole lot of them, I know they got the whole, quarterback controversy and stuff like that, and they feel like, with Richardson, a lot of fans feel like he's the best bet. But I see Georgia. I could see it maybe being, respectable first half, but as much as hate to see the Dogs run away with it, I think it'll probably be a 2 to 3 touchdown game, without a doubt. So
absolutely. I love Chuck. It's good to hear from somebody who's not blinded by red and black glasses and to know that our hope right now is legit right now. That is something that we're not just drinking the Kool-Aid again. Hope that we've talked about on SEC Shorts, that she's not just coming again and biting us in the tail. So hopefully. I think that's what makes me nervous about Chuck is I've bought in so much in this football team that this is the year, and it worries me looking ahead. Against a team offense like Alabama, Ohio State, but I truly believe that that it's going to happen. That the defense, and it seems like Chuck too. What do you think? Do you think it's coming back to a shift? Or is there's just not the talent out there in college football that like the explosive offenses we've seen LSU, Alabama, Clemson the past few years, or are more D coordinators figuring out these guys spreading the ball out, running a 3-down lineman, putting 5 in their base packages, putting 5 DBs out there more, and limited explosive downfield threats in the passing game? Or is it a talent standpoint? What do you think is happening in the game of college football right now?
Well, obviously, I think, when you look back, gosh, man, to the early 2000s, starting the pro game, with Peyton Manning, but the rules are geared towards offenses. So it's an offensive game. And I'm with the, I guess the widespread advancements of 7-on-7, summer camps. You have quarterbacks who can put a ball, in a window that 10, 15 years ago you never saw, and you got receivers who can go up and get it. So I feel like, first off, offensive has advanced. I feel like this year in college football, you don't have the elite offenses like you had, 2 years ago with Burrow and LSU. Last year, with Mac Jones and all the receivers he had at Alabama, but you do at a lot of those, even Ohio State, they're young at those quarterback positions. You see, in Oklahoma, they thought that, Spencer Rattler was going to be the main guy. Well, he ain't panned out, so they're having to bring him back up. So I do feel like, and plus, too, COVID last year, with the limitations that it put on defenses specifically to be able to prepare, to me, that's a big reason you saw the, huge output in offensive numbers and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
This year, I feel like defense have been able to, kind of prepare for that a little bit better. So, and when you have a defense like Georgia, where there are very few weak points, if any, they can just do what they want to do. They can, with their front seven, they can stop the run, when they got guys on the back end who are extremely good, in man-to-man or zone coverage. So I just feel like they're pretty much elite. But I do feel like, offensively, right now, give them 3-4 weeks, I feel like offenses are improving. But, you look at the stats, there has been lower numbers, as far as that goes, scoring and stuff like that. But, I do think Georgia's that elite on defense.
That's true. I do too. So, hey, it's exciting. Chuck, we appreciate it. Thank you for coming on, talking some ball with us. And I'm sure old Rich Beck loves seeing the Buffalo Bills shirt here then. So Clark's finally back from his bathroom break, so we're about to get back into the calls. Like I said, there's my wallet again. I left it at the cigar store earlier. Thank you.
That could have been
drastic.
That could have been terrible.
Could have been bad.
Oh, man.
All right. Phone line's back open. Call in.
Yep.
Call in. That's one of these things. We're just going to keep it rolling tonight,
yeah.
guys. This is just fun. This is just a good time. Just a good time.
Yeah, sorry. Phone lines are back open. If you'd like to call us, please do so. Feel free to do so.
Yep.
That number is 706-389-5942.
Let's hear from somebody we've never heard from before.
That would be cool.
And don't be nervous about calling.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
We're just regular guys.
Here we go. Right here. Here we go. Do I have it muted? What's going on?
Do you? Oh, get back on the Bluetooth.
Welcome to Road 6.
We're trying to get in touch with Road 6.
Oh.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Are we on?
Yes, sir. You on, brother? Who we got?
You got Tennessee Dog on here right now, boys.
Tennessee Dog.
Tennessee Dog.
There's some good people up in Tennessee.
That's right.
No, you dang right. That's exactly right.
Talk a little football. I think we might know some of the same people, actually.
Really?
I played golf today with, James I think James called in a little while ago.
Yep,
I was
yep.
playing golf earlier with Justin.
Okay.
Very
I heard that. How'd y'all hit them today?
Oh, just about like we always do. As a matter of fact, I believe I've played golf behind you before. I think I've seen y'all swing at it once.
You saw us shank. You saw us shank it and hit a house one time.
Right.
Then I guess
That's right. Well, Tennessee dog, tell us what the vibe is down here right now.
Well, I don't know. Should we be concerned about the way Kirby's handling this quarterback situation?
I think we think about it because of what the past has been, Clark. But I think this is different. It's a different scenario. I'll be honest, and I'm going to stand by this. I think JT Daniels needs to be the guy going into the postseason. What do you think?
It's a difficult. I don't know a head coach who's had so many decisions he's had to make over the quarterback situation throughout the years with Eason, and now we've got. It's strange that it always turns out, we love our Bulldogs and we always want to be the armchair quarterback.
Right.
Right. They say that don't play them. So, I'm seeing good things going to happen.
I think so. I think he's grown a lot as a head coach, and and the one quarterback controversy we're talking about, who wouldn't have went with Fromm then? Just coming off a national championship appearance, and I think the right guy is going to be playing for Georgia. I think right now you can't just yank Stetson out. I think you'll see him rotating a little bit, Clark, platooning. What you think?
Right.
And I think though at the end of the year when he's all said and done, I think number 18 is going to be the guy under center. That's just my opinion. Yeah, which means nothing. But that's what I think.
I don't know, and to be honest with you, I'm about tired of talking about it. Because listen, we can. Yeah, it's fun to speculate, but at a certain point, it's golly, let's just play ball. Let's go tee it up.
Whoever out there, and let's just go win.
Yep. So,
well, Tennessee
dog. Let's talk about the other side.
Let's talk about that junkyard dog defense.
Do you think that we could get Jordan Davis and invite to New York?
I hope so. Let's start the campaign. Somebody crank up a campaign. We'll get behind it. And we'll get behind it. We'll get the man.
I think it's already started.
It's already. Well, let's get on the campaign trail for them and get them there. Hey, and we've talked about it. We talked about it earlier. If there's a year for it to happen, it's this year. It's this year.
Row 60. Could they get an NIL with Jordan Davis? Is that
if we could get the funds to actually have right now,
we may need to do some crowdfunding and just get all of our listeners, followers out there.
The Common Fans Podcast, the Common Man's Podcast, NIL deal row 6. That's our brand. That's who we are. We need
to just find a common man, a common football player out there.
That's right. That's right. So. What's the score prediction tomorrow, Tennessee dog?
Oh, I'm really feeling good about tomorrow. I believe that we're looking at something like 45-10.
Ooh, I love it.
10, I think that 10 may come on our second and third string. So
there we go. Yeah. I love it. It's gonna be great. So it's gonna be a good time.
So listen here, boys. I'm coming all the way down here to Tennessee.
Yeah, sure.
I'm wondering if after y'all get done with your show, is there any chance that y'all might get out and, come play some cards?
Yeah, we might do that.
We may go gamble tonight.
We might go do that. Feel our luck once we get on here after we talk with the people a little bit. Keep the night rolling. You only come down here.
I realize y'all got a busy schedule. There's a lot of places to be, a lot of
A lot of autographs to sign.
Right. Yeah. A lot of babies to kiss. A lot of You're right. All that. But I think we can make time for a little cards. Who needs sleep? It's Georgia Florida weekend. It only happens once a year. So
that's right.
Let's do it.
Well, listen, we're gonna get off here and let you take some more calls. But have you been able to do your famous 1980s call today?
I haven't. I might need that. We might need to do it for tradition. We'll do it.
Do you think it? I've heard that once or twice. I don't know if y'all know who you're talking to.
We know who we're talking to.
We know, Wilson. We know who you were talking to. Knew it from the beginning.
So, when you sign off, if we could sign off with a little Munson call, that would be just.
We'll do it. We'll do it right now. We'll do it right now. We'll do it.
All right, boys.
All right. Go Dogs, baby.
Go Dogs.
Yes, sir. See.
Oh, boy, what a character.
Oh, I love him. I love him. That's a part of our crew that's been coming down here. Shoot, Wilson and them boys, they've been coming down here since the 90s. Once they first started coming down here, a lot of rough times happening then.
We got our little cousins, Becca and Addie.
Make an appearance.
They want to make an appearance. Y'all
say hey, and go Dogs. There we go.
Here.
There we go. There you go, Addie. Get in there.
There you are.
There you are. You see yourself. You're in there. You're in there.
There we go. There she is.
Love it. Love it. Always good to get the children involved and everything. That's right. Love it.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Appreciate that. Thank y'all for coming.
Good family time here, man. We got 3 condos here. And,
we got it.
Each condo is filled with our family, and this is a great weekend.
It is
Always.
It is.
Rhett Carter. Shout out to him. I think he's wanting a sticker, Adam, and I think we're going to send him a sticker.
We could get him.
We're going to send you a sticker. We've heard you've been listening for quite a while through the grapevine, and he said, I like it. I'm rolling with 34-10, 200-plus yards rushing.
That's right.
Adam. That would be great.
I'd love it.
That would be awesome to see.
I'd love
that Georgia rushing offense get going.
That's it. I love it.
Phone lines open, 706-389-5942 if you'd like to call us. Mike Leach's pet, he said, or pet Sasquatch, that is his name. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, he said at Florida, unfortunately. So he's from Florida. I don't know.
I hear you, Mike. We appreciate the support, brother.
Yes.
Down here in enemy territory, just repping the G. I love it.
Yep. We got Michael, Dan Mullen P sitting down.
Appreciate you joining us, my man. There you go.
Oh, man. Oh, goodness. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch. Go Dogs, kids being raised right. Yes, they are. If you were referring to them, yep.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, goodness.
Wilson mentioned something about the call. We'll do the call. We'll do the Larry Munson call.
Let's do it now. Let's do it now.
Right.
You ready?
All right. Yep, I'm ready. This is I learned this when I was about 7 or 8 years old. Always done it every year down here. It's the Larry Munson call in 1980.
Yep.
Memorized. Didn't memorize any schoolwork. We memorized this one, didn't we, Clarkson?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to recite it.
Go for it.
I'm going to do it. All right, Florida in a stand-up line. They may or may not blitz. They won't. But back 3rd down on the 8. In trouble. Got a block behind them. Going to throw on the run. Complete to the 25 to the 30. Lindsey Scott 35-40. Lindsey Scott 45-50. 35-30. 25-20. Run, Lindsey. 15, 10, 5. Lindsey Scott. Lindsey Scott. Lindsey Scott. Well, I can't believe it. 92 yards, and Lindsey really got on a foot race. I broke my chair. I came right through a chair, a metal steel chair with a 5-inch cushion. I broke it. The booth came apart. The stadium fell down. Now they will have to renovate this place, so I have to rebuild it now. I'm telling you, this is incredible. I've always called this game the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. You know what's going to happen here tonight up at St. Simon's and Jackal Island, all those places where all those dog people have got these condominiums for 4 days? Man, is there going to be some property destroyed tonight? 26-21. Dogs on top. We were gone. I gave up. You did too. We were out of it and gone. Miracle. Woo! I was a little rusty. I hadn't done that in a while.
That was phenomenal.
I was a little rusty.
I don't care what you say. That was great. That was phenomenal. Oh, man.
Yes.
You know, my dad, he always says, God, I wish we had another play. You know,
another
play.
Yeah.
To remember this rivalry by.
That's
but
right.
that's a classic.
That's right.
I mean, that really is. So,
that's the thing. In the state of Georgia, we went to growing up. Our bedtime stories were Herschel Walker and Lindsey Scott and Buck Ballou and then Larry Munson tales. You know, and that's what this new. It's time for another one. It's time for some more Georgia heroes and their lore, and that's what's going to happen right now.
Yep.
So,
we're
excited. Shoot, Ryan Day.
Ryan Day, is this the
Ryan Day?
Ohio State's football coach? Dang.
Yeah.
Who knew? Score prediction from Southwest Missouri.
Hey, Ryan.
Shout out. Yeah. That's cool, right?
Ryan,
there.
are you from Southwest Missouri, or are you down there trying to get in a tree doing a little bow hunting or little deer hunting right now? 42-3. I mean, it's good.
Dang. One field goal there. Mike Leach's Pet Sasquatch, straight clown. Yes,
Yeah.
I do agree. Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen is.
He's kind of a clown. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
All right, Adam, let's take a couple more calls. We do have an open line here, 706-389-5942. If you'd like to call us, go ahead. We're only going to take a few more. We'll take a few more.
Take a few more.
Yeah.
Take a few more.
Keep this thing rolling for a little bit longer here. But he said, yes, sir, born and raised in Southwest Missouri. Very cool. So what's your connection to Georgia, Ryan Day, if you don't mind telling us? That'd be love to know how you're a dog fan out there, because that's not many people out in
you don't see
the
that.
Midwest
No,
are
you
dog
don't. That's
fans.
awesome, though.
But that's
good.
cool.
That's
real
good.
Cool.
Love it. Tells that just all over the nation.
Yep. Adam, let me ask you, since
Give it
we're
to
just I'm staring down at that there's brownies and cornflake candy and all this good tailgating food. Adam, what's your go-to tailgating food? What do you have to have at a tailgate?
At a tailgate, as far as just a snack on?
Yeah, just a snack.
Or something.
Yeah.
I tell you can't beat a good chocolate chip cookie.
Ooh. Yeah.
Man, it just kind of, it hits you right. It hits you right, you know, because before a meal or so, hits you up about two chocolate chips.
Two, so not just
Two
one,
chocolate- two.
but two.
Two.
Now, one thing that your mom does, she makes the chocolate chip cookie sandwiches. She puts
Right.
icing in the middle.
Right.
Adam, if we don't have diabetes one day, I don't know.
Hey, look, it's
Man.
all worth it for the dogs.
That's right.
It's all worth it for the dogs.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
He said, just love the dogs, Ryan Day. Just love the
There
dogs.
we go. I hear
Yeah.
you, Ryan. Good
Like
deal,
it.
brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us tonight,
Yes,
man.
absolutely.
Love it. Love it.
Rich Beck said, wing? What does that mean? What does wing mean?
Oh, he's talking about wings, yo. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Ruffles and French,
French
onion dip. Interesting.
No, yeah.
That is
Little onion dip.
Rich Beck's tailgating snack
Love
of
it.
choice. I like it.
Love it. Love it.
Adam, I think mine has to be, as far as snacks go, and this is not really something you'd think of being it's kind of a snack, but boiled peanuts at a tailgate is one of my favorite things. And thank goodness my mom is going to make some tomorrow morning. I think she may even have them in the crock pot going now. I love some good boiled peanuts on a game day, man.
Can't beat
good
it.
stuff.
Can't beat it.
Yep.
Can't beat it.
Yep.
Love it.
Let's get a Braves update. How about that?
Yeah,
Adam?
get a Braves update.
They got it going in there. Oh, Braves are up 1-0
At the bottom of the third. Awesome. That's good. That's
Good
good.
stuff.
Keep them rolling.
Yep.
Keep
Good
them rolling.
stuff.
We're good. I know a lot of people are watching that tonight in this great state.
Yeah.
A lot of excitement going on right now. A lot of excitement.
Now, Adam, speaking of MLB, just for a second, it's not baseball season. Baseball season had its time in the summer and early fall.
Right.
But let me ask you, who was your team growing up?
I love Derek Jeter.
Yep.
You know, I know that's crazy. I mean, I like the Braves, but I like the Yankees as well, just because I like Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
I thought it was classy and good. You know, but baseball back then in the '90s was always. I mean, love Chipper Jones. It just seemed like it was better when they allowed him to juice. But I feel like it's making a comeback and getting more interesting.
Right,
now.
right.
I feel like they've done some good things with it, and it's getting better and everything.
Yeah.
So
one thing that always bothered me about those baseball games, they just took forever. But now they kind of giving them a more or less of a shot clock, play clock, pitch clock. So
That's right. So
that thing's good to have. So yeah.
Shoot, yeah.
And I'm like you, Adam. You influenced me a lot. Listen, Adam has created a lot of monsters in me. Georgia football being one of them. Had it not been for Adam, I don't know. I mean, I'd still be a Georgia fan, but definitely not as big of a Georgia fan. We've been going to games for a decade now, and it's been great time. So Adam has instilled that in me, and my love for Eric Church stems from Adam. So and if you know me, I'm most passionate, or I don't know if I'm saying most passionate, but definitely passionate about Eric Church.
Oh,
and then,
yeah, you definitely
and then
are.
also
took it from
also the Yankees.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
you. I love Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
I love Jason Giambi, Jorge Posada, those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Mariano Rivera, man, that was
a good
just
time.
good times. And we actually got to see Derek Jeter live when they played the Yankees at Turner Field. Probably about 8 years ago. Boy, that was a great memory.
It's been a while. It's been a while. So, shoot, yeah, man. It feels like getting old. All your childhood heroes in sports are retiring. You don't really recognize.
We're getting old,
out there
Adam.
now. That's right.
We're getting old.
That's right.
That's weird.
Shoot, somebody out there, go ahead. We need a good call to end us.
Yes, come on now.
to get everybody in the right mindset, and the mentality.
Hey, if you're going to call this next caller, it better be strong. You better come and bring your A game to it. Neil Gaines, what about dog bark and Kirby
dog
Crunch?
bark and Kirby Crunch.
This is
great.
classified information. We will not be sharing the recipe for these two tailgate foods. And these are two staples at our tailgates at all times. Boy, Kirby Crunch and dog bark.
Yes.
Awesome. And we're not sharing it with y'all. Sorry, we love y'all, but that's secret information there.
Yep.
Mike Leach's Pet Sasquatch. We're going to have Gator tomorrow afternoon.
There you go.
That's how you tailgate.
That's right.
You need to tell us. Hey, you need to just DM us, send us a message, tell us where you're going to be at. We'd love to.
Yeah.
If you would allow us,
here in the state,
we would. Hey, I'll eat some Gator with you.
That's right.
Dang, that sounds good, man. I've
That's
I've
right.
actually never had Gator. What about you?
Oh, I've had it down here before.
Okay.
It's chewy.
Rhett Carter,
Remember
Gunnar Stockton breaks Trevor Lawrence's passing touchdown record.
Love it.
Oh, you
Ready
gotta
to get
love
that
it.
man in Athens, see what he
Yep.
could do. You know, a lot of very talented QB room coming up in the future. So we'll see.
That's right.
We'll see.
Oh, Rich Beck. This is an interesting take here. I feel like they're missing missing an opportunity by not ever having an orange and black jersey game.
You know, it would be a Halloween type deal. You know, they'll get festive down here. But hey, I don't know.
I don't think Kirby would be okay with that.
Yeah,
he's just one of those kinds of guys. So likes tradition. All right, Adam. We're going to take one more caller.
Yeah, one more.
And we may
find one more.
We may go play a little poker.
Yeah.
So
probably will.
All right.
Probably will.
Well, we're gonna wait
and get us one more to end on. We need to end on a strong
Come
note.
on now,
somebody step up to the plate and call.
Yeah.
And just get rowdy. That's what we're asking of you.
Yeah. Rich Beck, I'm talking Florida wearing orange, us wearing black.
That's right, Rich. Yep. That's exactly right. Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be a spectacle for sure.
Yeah. Do you think there's any chance of Georgia coming out in any alternate jerseys the rest of the year?
No.
The rest of the year.
The rest of the year. Maybe against Charleston Southern. It seems like Kirby likes to do a home game with black jerseys.
Yeah.
You know, and for the seniors, I don't think it's going to be some
you don't think
big
it'll be Missouri?
deal.
It'll be Charleston Southern or something. Probably.
Yeah. So
see
I could definitely see that. Hey, let us know if you're coming down to this game. We'd love to know that. Just maybe we can meet up with y'all tomorrow. We'll be tailgating somewhere outside. I don't know specifically where, but somewhere outside of Jacksonville tomorrow.
That's right.
It's gonna be a good day. Good day. Good weather. I think it's in the 70s, Adams.
Is it?
Pretty sure. Here. Let me see. Let me get a check on that. Just for Florida weather. Right now,
it feels great, and it's been feeling good all day.
Yeah, 64 degrees, and then tomorrow, oh, man, that's awesome. Look at that. 72 degrees. That's almost room temperature.
Perfect.
Sunny, not a cloud in the sky, hopefully, and 0% precipitation. I almost said participation. That would have been wrong. And wind. Oh, look at this now, Adam. This may be interesting. Wind should be up to 14 miles per hour.
There we go.
So it may it. I don't know. That's a little bit of a strong wind there. So
we'll see. We will see.
All right, now,
y'all. Exciting.
If y'all don't call in, we're ending this thing.
Oh, man.
But
we need one more.
Come on, one more. Don't be shy.
Come on.
Give us a call. Give us a ring.
There's a lot of people we see in these comments that we've never heard from, and we want to hear from them, man.
That's true.
We want to hear from them.
Yep.
So just do it. You could be the last call of the night and end us right. We want somebody to just get us fired up, leaving the broadcast tonight, getting everybody's minds right.
That's right. If nobody does, you're going to have to do it, Adam. You're going to have to give us a.
However, we're going to have to get. Okay, we're going to have to do it. Yeah. Yep. Let's put a time limit on how long we're going to. All right.
Wait till 9:40.
9:40. 3 minutes, everybody.
Yep.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. You know this.
Oh, here
we go.
Oh, goodness gracious. This ought to be interesting.
Who do we have?
Oh, boy.
I got one question for you.
What?
How about them dogs?
Who is this?
I don't know. Who is it?
This is my father. Dad, listen, you got to. My dad's in the other room. There's creating an echo. So
hang up on him.
Sorry.
Oh,
all right, we're taking one more.
One more. We can't end on that note.
Oh goodness, yeah. My dad, he's seen quite a few.
He's at that 85 Florida game he mentioned.
Yeah, and that was one that Florida came in
ranked number one, beat them 24-3. Mm-hmm. Keith Henderson and Tim Worley ran wild.
Yeah,
wild times back in the old Gator Bowl.
Yeah,
my mom was at the 80 game where Lindsey Scott ran, and she was sitting in the end zone. Lindsey was running towards, and just pulling them.
Man,
just a great moment.
Yeah,
great moment. So
we
got 1 minute.
1 minute. More like 30 seconds, I think, at this point.
We're not going to get another caller.
I don't think so. But,
That's
hey,
right.
we do appreciate every single one of y'all for joining us and calling and commenting. We appreciate it, and we just love doing this. This is a lot of fun, something that we look forward to. I know throughout the week, man. We appreciate y'all listening to our podcast. If you don't know about the podcast, it is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We've got a YouTube video posted each week, so you guys enjoy that stuff. Yeah,
that's right, Clark. We do enjoy coming and bringing this to you. I mean, we like it as a forum that we could just all get excited and share our passion for Georgia football.
Yep.
I mean, we're just fans, and we don't take ourselves seriously on here. We just like to ramble and have a good time.
That's right.
And it's fun. It's fun to hear from y'all. And it's something that we're going to continue to do. Hopefully this season the success continues.
Sure.
Starting with a win tomorrow in the back half of this season, and then roll. Words can't describe how huge it will be. Whoa!
All right,
this is it.
This is officially our last caller. Who do we got?
Mike Leach's pet staff.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Let me ask
want to hear from you.
Let me ask you: will you reveal your true identity to us?
Yeah, I'm Nick.
Nick,
you can call me Nick.
Love it, Nick. All right, we're gonna do it. What part of Florida are you from, Nick?
Well, I'm from Tennessee.
Okay.
All my family's from Georgia. I grew up going to Georgia games.
There you
watching them on TV.
There you go. There you go.
I'm in Central Florida right now.
Gotcha.
Good deal. Love it, brother. Love it.
So, how are you a Dogs fan in Gator country?
I really hadn't been in Gator country for all that long.
Gotcha.
But I'm a Dogs fan from watching my dad, bark at the TV.
There you go.
Ever since I could remember, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right. I heard
well,
that.
Hey, he taught you well.
Right. Taught you well. And you're down here representing. Spreading the good word.
Yes,
That's it. That's
yes,
it.
Sir. I am. I'm trying to drive it home too. I think they're finally wising up on Dan Mullen.
Yes.
Clown Mullen, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, what is the feel? You are here. You're in Florida now. You're living here. So, what's Florida fans feeling like the past couple of weeks? What have you heard?
There's right now, at least the ones I've talked to at work and everything.
Right.
There's like an undertone of frustration there. They're not admitting it to a Georgia fan.
Yep.
Right.
Because
That's right.
But
That's right.
You can tell they're frustrated. I think it wouldn't surprise me if this is Dan Mullen's last year.
Oh, really?
I don't think he'll get fired.
Right.
I don't think he'll get fired, but I could see him stepping out of college football, try to go for the NFL. I mean, he should have tried to jump on it last year instead of making rumors about it.
You're right.
Whatever he was doing.
That's a really valid point, something we hadn't discussed. But you're exactly right. It doesn't seem like he likes the recruiting game at all, does he? It just doesn't seem like he's happy at Florida.
That's the number one. That's the number one priority in college football.
Exactly.
That's right.
Jimmy's and Joe's.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
And honestly, I'm a Georgia fan. I hate Florida, but it is sorry to see that Florida. What are they, 7th in the SEC in recruiting?
Right.
There's no excuse for that.
Right.
Florida's a hotbed for the best talent.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, they should be.
Let me get to the point.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Y'all want to get fired up. I'll give you the reason why Georgia wins big. Can anybody smell 2017 in the air? I mean, come on, the writing's on the wall.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, Nick, it's coming off the ocean right now. That smell's coming in, brother. Coming in.
That's right.
Shoot
I mean, LSU was the worst rushing team in the SEC.
Right.
And then came in against Florida and ran up and down the field.
That's right.
What do you think the Dogs are going to do?
Man.
Deuce and Cook.
I was going to have a field
and
day.
Kendall Milton. I don't think Kendall Milton's going to be playing. So
Right.
Deuce is going to get more carries, too.
He will.
I expect to see JT starting. So I'm calling the Dogs 41-13.
There we go, Nick. There we go, brother. I love it, man. I love it. I love having a Florida dog on here. Boots on the ground in enemy territory. Just bringing it.
I'm here, brother.
Bringing it, brother. Yes,
I'm
sir.
here.
That's what it's all about. What's your plans for the game tomorrow?
Pizza, wings,
yep.
And that's about it, really.
I hear you.
Nothing too much.
That's
this
right.
year.
That's right. That's right. Pizza and wings, you can't beat that. That's American tailgate food. That's best right there.
Well, I'm going to hop off of here. You guys keep doing what you're doing. I like the channel. I like the content. Keep bringing it out.
Hey, yes, sir. Nick, we appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the support, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
great meeting, getting to talk to you here. And, man, just cheer them on tomorrow. Good deal. Good deal. Appreciate it, brother. Go Dogs.
Go
yes,
Dogs.
sir.
Oh, man, gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap this thing up. Let's see. Oh, this is great. Rhett Carter, Gators may throw a shoe out of disgust.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I love that.
I love
That's
it,
in
too.
reference, I'm assuming, to the LSU game.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy. All
Love
right. We got to end the show with a big old gnarly Adam Thornton dog bark.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Clark, anything you want to – why don't you address everybody first with how you're feeling going into tomorrow, and what's the feel on your end right now?
You know, I'm just ready to go and just stomp them. That's all I got to say. I'm just ready to stomp them. There's we don't have to get super hyped up about this game. We're just going to go in there and take care of business.
Right.
And at the end of the fourth quarter, that orange and blue is going to flood out of the stadium. The Dog fans are going to take over. We're going to go through the concourses screaming, it's great to be a Georgia Bulldog. We're going to go back home to Athens, 8-0 on the season, undefeated. Haven't lost a football game up to this point.
Yes, sir.
Control the SEC East.
Yep.
And hopefully, we may clinch the East tomorrow.
We
and
could. If those Mississippi State Bulldogs step up tomorrow, too.
Yes, we need all Bulldogs winning tomorrow. But, man, I tell you, I'm just fired up. I love this game. This is a great rivalry game. Anything can happen. I'm not just totally saying Dogs by 100, but Dogs by 100. We're going to stomp them.
There you go, Clark. Clark, you know, I'm feeling that this is a historic season. I want a historic beatdown in Jacksonville tomorrow. There's not been many times besides 2017 in years, since the 80s, since probably the 44-0 game in the early 80s that we have seen Georgia just roll in Jacksonville. I mean, one that's not even close, people. I want the Florida fans, like you said, to be after halftime, exiting the stadium in just pure disgust with their program.
Yes.
With Dan Mullen and Todd Grantham, just pure disgust. I love the fact, Mark Clark, and I've said it numerous times, but it cannot be stated enough that I love the fact that Florida is a wounded animal and that program and the fan base is hanging off the cliff right now, about to just jump off the ledge. And Georgia has the opportunity to put the death nail
That's
in the
right,
bar
baby.
right
That's
now.
right.
And kill the momentum with them. Keep rolling. Number one team in the nation. Undefeated regular season. Special times we're living in, folks. I cannot tell y'all enough how to just sit back and enjoy it. So tomorrow, Clark, 3:30, TIAA Bank Field. It's time for Georgia Bulldog football. It's time to absolutely beat the mess out of the Florida Gators. If you see any Florida Gators fans tomorrow, bark at them. Let them know that this Georgia team's for real.
Right.
I want the rowdiest environment from Georgia fans in that stadium that's ever been tomorrow.
Let's go.
Because we got a lot to cheer for. I want everybody at home yelling at the TV, barking at the TV.
We'll
Wear
hear
your
you.
red.
We'll hear
Wear
you.
your red. We'll hear you down here, and we're going to celebrate. It's time to let the big dog eat, baby. Go Dogs! Woo!